And then I said, what's the deal with fried soda?
It's high in vitamin D.
Now what does that D stand for there, Mr. Iggy the Alien?
Dick.
Mega, we're trying not to be naughty here. Alright, this is the clean podcast, alright? Which, by the way, this is Super Fun Time Japan Time, episode number 58. Today is the 21st of April, one day after 420. Chris, you say it. Or
what?
not, just Blaze. That's...
Oh, you were going for that angle.
Yes, I was.
I thought you were the one that was going to say that, Nick.
I mean, Chris is more into with Ray, but whatever. Anyway, per Iggy's request, I said the name of the podcast and the date the podcast is recording on in the podcast itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been about a month since the last one, I believe.
Has it been 3 weeks?
I thought it was a month.
Close enough.
I'm pretty sure it's been 3 weeks.
Well, yeah, 3 weeks.
3 weeks, a month, close enough.
Yeah.
3 weeks ago we had D&D, and then we were supposed to do it like last week, but things, I guess.
I don't remember what happened the week before, but for some reason, I think Chris was gone last week.
Well, that I know of, I was here, Nick was here, Ian was here, but I think the people we're missing was Chris and Yuiki.
Oh yeah, you fell asleep.
There was that one time 2 weeks ago, yes.
And then the week before that, I'm pretty sure both Iggy and Chris didn't show up, or was that the week before that one?
No,
I
the
don't
week
fucking
before
remember,
that was,
man.
Well, regardless, we're here now.
Yes.
Before that,
Indeed.
as I said, was D&D.
We're hip, we're with it, and we got hard-hitting news to cover.
Okay. What podcast have you been on?
A better one?
Touche.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know, man. We're gonna talk about fucking our lives in an anime like every other time, except for the times when we didn't have anime.
And we didn't talk about our lives. Oh, wait.
Pretty sure we've done that every time. Except the first?
No, the first one we did as well.
I don't know, man. We used to fucking talk about our weeks during D&D. I don't know when that transitioned over.
I think you were an asshole about it, and that's why it transitioned over.
Oh, yeah, it made no sense. I didn't remember that till you said it, but yeah, it made absolutely no sense.
Just like, I'm just gonna drop it now.
Oh, what was that, Ian? You're not gonna drop it because you're not a...
About to throw some venom. So I didn't want to fucking destroy you this early on in the podcast.
How am I gonna get destroyed by Ian?
I was just going to complain about the whole, people wanting to change the name of the D&D game from D&D Railed to D&D Railed.
And by people,
Oh my god, not this again.
By the way,
Exactly,
I'm gonna
that's why
fucking
I
let
would
me
like
interpret
to
this
drop
for
it.
you from Ian to English. By people want it, he means he did a poll, and about 2 more people don't know how to use English grammar correctly. That's about it. And it wasn't what name should we use, it's what name do you think is right. So it's not like, you know, just like fucking, we're going to instate this like the fucking communism in Russia. It's fucking, I kind of think this works more. So, you know, there's that.
I'm the one who made it initially, and everyone agreed with it then. So what is wrong with it now?
All right.
I don't know if you made that to be... Well, actually, maybe it was you.
So first off, to go back to the point of this argument, so originally, D&D Railed was one of our past D&D games, and the way that I like to spell it is D-N-D E Railed. Instead of...
Wait, what?
Yeah, you just flopped.
Wait, no, wait.
Why are people's opinions constantly changing?
Because they're stupid. Mine hasn't changed.
The E is in the D. So it's D&D Railed, not D&D-E Railed.
Okay. Makes more sense the more keep talking, Nick. It'll work out eventually.
I know which side I'm on, but then I'm like, oh wait, this is what Ian's doing. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's what he wants to say. But now I'm terrible at explaining myself. Okay, let Iggy do it. God damn it.
That was funnier than it should have been.
Stupid.
I'm gonna shut the fuck up now. Iggy, you say it.
Let me translate from idiot to English.
That was funnier than it really should have been.
D&D Rail was a past name of the podcast, though. When was the first time we used that? I'm pretty sure mine was the first game to actually have that.
No, it was the first. It was the first D&D game we ever did.
Was it?
Was it?
Yeah,
No,
it was.
I don't
It
think
was.
so.
It was.
I'll look it up.
Small intermission there. Okay, so it was the first game?
I'm looking.
Yes,
up.
it was the very, very first game.
Like the game in which Chris became a ghost and something, and then I got
Yes.
killed almost?
Yes, it was that one.
You
It
had the
was
fucking
not the
finger
first
dudes.
game.
That's what I thought.
It was the third game, of which Iggy was the DM.
So, wait, how, when was that intermission
What?
screen made? Did Ian make that for my game?
No, I think it was originally for my game.
But then
What?
when did I make the D&D Rail thing?
Because it was something I thought. I think I said it. It's like I called it D&D Railed because we would constantly just derail. And I
Yeah.
think Ian made it based off that.
So then, you're contradicting your original self,
I didn't make the fucking graph, Ian. You did.
but you're the one who typed it out to me.
And you have
And then
proof of that? Because I don't remember typing it out.
This would have been through Steam, so it wouldn't ever exist anymore if you just closed it. And of
That
course,
means
it
we
doesn't
can't
exist
tell. I'm going to believe in my heart of hearts there was never an E, because that's how I originally intended it.
So,
Regardless
anymore.
of this...
No, because you would have had to accept
That's,
it.
listen, this is
You
the fucking,
accepted it.
that's the end of the argument. Let's get through the rest of the story, which is like 2 more sentences. Fucking, I adopted it as my mainstay name for my games, just D&D Railed. The next game's also going to be named D&D Railed 5e. And Ian, he made a fucking, what's it? An illustration of it for like an intermission screen.
Okay.
And he included an E. It's D&D Railed, spelled with D-N-D-E and then Railed. I argue that D&D by itself, how you pronounce D&D, means that the E at the end of it makes it's kind of moot. You would have to pronounce it D&D E-Railed, since you already pronounced the E in D. Ian says the opposite, in which D&D you still add the E afterwards because it looks nice or something.
Yes, they sound exactly the same, but it looks more aesthetically pleasing with
They
the
sound
E.
they sound the same if you don't say it properly.
D&D Railed.
That's how you spell it my way,
No.
or that's how you say it my way. And then if you want to do it the way you did, it's D&D E-Railed.
like, the E is implicitly there with the D in D&D. So you don't need to explicitly have it there. Otherwise, then you have to explicitly say it as well. Like, the E isn't silent in
But the way
D&D.
Ian rationalized this, and I kind of understand it, is that it's D&D, not like D&D. It's DN Derailed, which doesn't make sense because that's Dungeons and Derailed, which in of itself isn't the worst name, but that's not what I meant. D&D Railed. And that's the story.
Put your opinions in the comments below.
Which there will be literally only me, so I win that majority.
Unless
We
Ian
shall see
degrades
that,
his community to get there.
He won't remember by the end of this podcast, so we're good.
Alright, you got a point.
I won't remember by the end of this podcast. Let's shoot
That means I
for
win.
4 hours. Well, I mean, I won't remember, but I'll watch the podcast, and since I do that, I'll be, I'll remember then.
Yeah. I'm
Also,
or
fucking
Super.
no one doing anything does not give you the victory. It's not how stalemates
does
work.
it?
No, you need to
No.
be in an advantageous position to have that be the case, in which you're really not, considering it's not going to happen, because I'm the fucking game master. My world, motherfucker. I'll name every town D&D Rail with no E. Force you to say it.
I can see you do it too.
He'll get into
I
arguments
am
with people
one
in the
petty
game
motherfucker.
about
Don't test
it. And that's why he eventually gets killed. Because he just can't accept the fact that that's how it's spelled.
He's just fucking spirals into alcoholism. Becomes a booze slime.
Drug abuse.
Ooh, that's how they have it considered.
In any case, hi there, I'm Nick, or Super. Nobody calls
Oh
me
yeah,
Super.
there's that.
Oh yeah,
Thankfully,
indeed.
all of our names are here. Iggy the Alien, by the way. The pettiest motherfucker.
ASPEN.
Mega.
What, no one else is going to give themselves a self-deprecating subtext?
I couldn't think of one on the top of my head.
Yeah, that works.
I couldn't either. Unless I just go Mega, the Canadian, as usual.
Are you implying that being Canadian's a bad thing, Mega?
No, it's just I'm slow at coming up with like things.
Are you saying that Canadians are slow, Mega?
No, just this.
You're
Canadian.
repping your whole country here.
No,
You're
no,
like
no. I'm the only one. I'm the only slow Canadian here.
Here,
You're the only
as in
Canadian.
this call.
No, I mean here in Canada.
Oh.
The one he didn't say anything is Chris.
AKA, Pie.
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 Mega, why you gotta be a copycat?
I'm not the only one that copycat.
Yeah, well, you're the last one to copycat, therefore I'm pointing it out to you.
You
I'm
need to
always
get better
last,
bits.
I'm always the last one, you know.
I don't know why I did that there. That wasn't...
Double entendres are everywhere. You gotta learn to accept them and just not react. This is where people do certain things. Either bring up, pre-game topics or head straight into the battle. In an orderly line, which is decided for us.
But by
The one time I finish talking, you don't say anything? All right.
Shall we get a new temporary replacement for the
Oh, I know he's not been signaled yet. Mega was trying to say something. I kept cutting him off.
Oh, I just said I got nothing.
Okay, there we go.
And the backup curator technically would be Iggy if Chris doesn't say anything.
That was established some time ago, but he's here, so...
I thought we had to vote on it.
No,
We did.
No, we've established it was Iggy by voting.
Oh, okay, got it.
And by we literally just mean the Ultra Council, which me and Mega and Chris are a part of. No one else.
Yeah, I just gave it to Iggy.
The resident peasant is Nick, and Nick or Ian, you're just a guest, so... I'm
I
sorry.
am not a guest.
Okay, I'm gonna
That's
fucking
good.
correct myself. Fine. It's due time. Lan, you're a guest.
Thank you for that.
Screw you.
It's never leaving. Just like fucking Nick's omnipresent disappointment.
That hurts, man.
Does it really?
No. Not
Didn't
at
think
all.
so.
Not-
You're
not
dead
even a little
inside.
bit.
You've been dead inside for years. I've seen to it.
Like, I've had to develop thick skin to deal with all your bullshit.
You didn't, though. You've been this way from the beginning.
I know!
Mhm.
Nick's always and shall always be a shitty person.
And it'll never affect him.
So, Kurt Raider do thing.
Do what you've done, Nick.
Alright. Well, luckily, I kept the list of things that I've done, so this'll
Oh my
last a while.
fucking
So
god.
they were numerous and
Yeah, the
important.
fucking list.
Yes.
Alright,
It's
that's
been
it.
3 weeks.
This is it. Timestamp here to skip to the end and watch another fucking video. That's better.
So, first things first. I helped a guy find a hentai on a Team 4-star video.
Oh. Okay.
So,
Is
in...
it Dragon Ball related?
Yeah, it was DBZA. So in one of the DBZA episodes, it's when Cell announces the Cell games. Roshi
Oh.
Roshi changes the channel to a different, to a hentai. And he's like, it's my time, I'm using it. And
First thing.
okay.
Don't know why that was on daytime television, why you could just fucking flip over on that to get that. Secondly,
Japan.
why do you know which one that is?
Because I've been going through a lot of hentai.
Remember, we've established Nick watches hentai a lot.
Yeah.
We know that.
It's
It's
why he had
nothing.
the hentai corner at one point.
Yeah, but fucking to randomly know what one thing is from a random ass scene, and it looked old and generic.
I mean, yeah, but apparently it's one I've watched.
All right then,
It was Lover-in-Law, by the way.
good to know.
Does not
Put
make
it
it
in
any
the
better.
The premise of the show is
Oh my
that...
god, he's going into it.
Intro for the
So there's this
Said
guy called
that pretty
Suto.
intro.
Alright?
I'll put a
Here's
link-
what skip.
Here's
He's
all
living with
there.
his brother. He's living with his sister-in-law, hence the lover-in-law, and they bang.
Is that incest-in-law?
No,
Kind of ish, maybe. I don't know.
sister-in-law, as in his brother's
It
wife.
was a joke.
In any
Hey, Nick,
case,
you want to?
Well, that was Nick's hentai corner. Thanks for joining.
yep, I helped that guy out splendidly.
You want?
Good.
You
Did
want
you get his name?
I can look it up, but I don't want to.
No real need to at that point.
Look it up.
You know who you are.
Random internet guy.
That person right there. That I'm
Not
trying to
watching
point to,
this.
but I can't.
By the way, the reason I replied to him is that surprisingly no one else had actually said what it was.
Why would anyone know? It looked like fucking something generic from the 80s. No one knows that.
I think it was early 2000s, I'm not sure though.
It looked old.
I didn't think it was early 2000s.
I mean, modern day hentai is much more slick and bright, which is it's
Are
like
you
a
going into
drastic
this?
difference.
He's like,
I mean, if anyone knows here,
I don't
it's
want
going to be
my,
Nick.
Yeah.
time to show off my knowledge. Oh.
In any case, I've gone to a couple of events. For instance, there was this one event which was basically a carnival, I guess. So I get there at the appropriate time, you know. First one in line for the food, as I am.
Wow, that's actually very impressive.
It's about to be a giant ship out.
What is this? What
I
is
mean,
this, Matt?
If I don't
wait.
show up early, then I'm gonna have to wait in line for like 20 minutes, which sucks.
Like, it
because-
honestly, like, legitimately never fathomed across my mind that anyone was actually first in line for one of those things. Like, it's always a line. I never thought about the person who got there first. That's some dedication, Nick. It's also really sad.
I mean, it's free food. Come on.
Yeah,
True.
that's the sad part.
So, the way I do these events is either I get there like within the first 5 minutes or beforehand, or I wait until like the last 10 minutes of it. Because if I don't, then I'm gonna have to wait for food, which sucks.
Yeah, like 5 minutes.
I know, it's horrible. But the issue with going late is that typically it's just the scraps and the food is cold by that point. I still eat it, but, you know, whatever. Any
Sad.
case, for the carnival thing, I show up first. I'm the first one to get food. It's like an In-N-Out burger. Well, half of one, because they split each of them in half, and then some fries. Fries were cold. Burger was cold. I was the first one in line, so that means that everyone behind me got even colder food when it was already cold.
Well, I mean, you know, unless it's in a refrigerator, it's fucking room temperature.
Yeah, but like...
They got more stale food.
Yeah. So, they got kind of screwed on that. There was a popcorn machine. The popcorn was stale. They had, like, snow cones. And the syrup was weird. Like, it's like they didn't mix it up enough, and so whenever the syrup would come out, it was all, like...
Chunky?
Yeah. So that was a wash. And then,
But you got free food.
Yeah, but it was really
Carbs
bad.
are carbs.
It was really bad free food, man. And, beyond that, they had a couple carnival games. For instance, there was, they had, like, this bowling thing, and then there was also darts. So, I go to the darts, you know, you get 3 darts to go and try and pop balloons, which are filled with paint. And these darts were already covered in paint from them practicing the game, so my hands were just covered in paint, which sucked. But throw 1 dart, pop. Throw the second dart, pop. Throw the third dart, pop. I popped all 3 balloons with all 3 of my darts. I'm a master. Why
Did you
do
win anything?
Nope, there are no prizes for these shitty games.
Huh.
I was like, oh damn,
Well-
I'm gonna get a prize for getting all 3. Yeah, I was like, oh, they're probably not gonna give a prize out for 1 or 2, but 3? Oh, there's gotta be something. There was nothing. It was the same for every other game. After that, I got really disappointed and just sort of left.
Why'd you even go?
Free
If not for
food?
just the food. Why'd you stay around after that?
Because I was like, oh, darts. I like darts. Darts are fun. I might as well try. Might win a prize.
Do you like
I didn't
darts?
win a prize.
He probably
Uh,
wanted to test his assassination skills from watching Assassination Classroom.
Yeah.
Not really. Like, I've gone to Chicago a couple times to meet with family, and whenever I'm over there, when I'm at my, Uncle Scott's house, in his basement he has a dartboard, and me and, I believe their names are Dylan and Mia. It's been a while
These
since I've
are
seen them.
constructed names, obviously.
Right. And whenever I would be down there, I was like, hey, let's play darts, and we play darts a lot. So that's fun. And I was like, damn, I like darts, might as well pop some balloons, win a prize, didn't win a prize, left.
You won disappointment.
Basically.
Your prize was sadness.
Congratulations, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
What a story, at least.
I believe it was 2 or 3 nights ago. There was karaoke in my dorm. So, did that. They had snacks and such.
Let me translate from idiot to English. That's karaoke.
Yes, karaoke. I obviously sang Wild Challenger.
I have no idea what the fuck that is.
It's the Bo 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 theme song. Oh yeah, by the way, make sure you have your comedy anime ready for anime homework this week.
Mm-hmm. We're doing a theme.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
In any case, it's like this rap thing, which is fun, so I did that. That was cool. People were like, what the hell's this dude doing? And they laughed. So yeah. Then I also, like a couple songs later, sang the Pokemon theme song. That was fun.
Do you know any other songs that aren't, from Japan?
Yeah, the third song I sung was TNT, I'm Dynamite. TNT, I'll win the fight. TNT, I'm the overload. TNT, watch me explode.
That's not its title, but whatever.
It's Dynamite or TNT, whatever. That was the third song I sung.
Did you see this to PR your Minecraft parody?
Did not. Because Minecraft parodies are usually not that good.
It's by Captain Sparkles. It was the shit a few years ago.
Yep.
Actually, I think that original song got taken down. He uploaded a weirder one.
Yeah, he had to upload a basically a remix like 2 years later because
wasn't good.
Eventually, the company that made the original song was like, "Yeah, fuck you.
You've given us too much free publicity."
Mm-hmm.
It's not like this is protected under parody. Well,
it's not like it's transformative in any way. Well, I mean, songs are a bit weirder than other content, I guess, for that.
Yeah, I mean, there's also covers, which I think you have to obtain a license for to do covers. I'm not sure, though.
I don't think that's right.
Is it?
You can do a cover willy-nilly.
I don't know. It also comes down to monetization.
Yeah, because why do you think there's so many covers of songs on YouTube? Like, there's a ridiculous amount.
Because people like to fucking take their favorite things and do it in a creative style. Like acoustic versions of fucking Game of Thrones or whatever. Continue.
Song's copyright owner must give you a mechanical license if you pay a royalty fee based on estimated revenue from your cover song. So apparently you do need a license, but considering that people aren't too anal about it, at least for YouTube covers, they mostly ignore it.
You said people.
What? Okay. Any case, yeah, karaoke was fun. I drank like half a bottle of fruit punch. Or like half a liter, I think it is. So that was fun. I coughed a little later and some of that came back up. So that was fun.
Don't do drugs, kids.
It wasn't drug, it was a fruit punch.
I was gone for a second. Did Nick do drugs?
I did not do drugs.
I think he did.
Oh my god.
Punch.
I know it was 420, but geez.
No. I don't think anyone in my building even did drugs. Of course, I would have no way of knowing.
It depends on what you label as a drug.
Wow, you are the worst. No, you must be on the world's most boring college campus.
Probably. This is an honors dorm, so whatever.
Fuck it, that means there's more of it.
By the time you get to that level, you're done. You don't want to do anything else.
In any case, on to manga, I caught up with Akagami no Shirayuki Hime, and I became sad because I had no more of it to read. Still really good, by the way. Still really enjoying it. And then I decided to read One Piece, which I'm currently on chapter 636 of.
Mental fool. Fucking why would you do it?
Of which there are currently 902 chapters.
Why?
And what's the last episode, the last one you're on currently?
Manga, not anime.
I know, but manga-wise, what?
636.
What arc are you in?
Oh, arc. I'm on the Fishman Island arc.
Okay.
It's right after Luffy does his whole,
So, what chapter were you on again?
636.
Okay, that's actually somewhat accurate to the anime positioning as well.
Sure.
Do they do a chapter an episode?
For the most recent portions, it's been more. Like, I think in the 600s they started doing a chapter an episode, but now I think they're doing like
I don't know if shields work on dragons.
like
I don't know if shields work for dragons, guys.
I
You know, I make it myself when someone comes into the room or asks something.
yeah, Chris doesn't.
Yeah.
I think currently they're doing 2 episodes to 1 chapter. Anyway, One Piece
That's
is
horrible, actually.
I know, it sucks. Like, originally when I started watching through One Piece, I started, like, in the middle of the Impel Down arc.
Because you're stupid.
Yeah, like, at the time I wasn't, like, going back to watch everything from the start, so, idiot-wise. I was like, oh, hey, this is on Hulu. Because I was watching, Dinosaur King, I think it was. Which was this, like, it was this, like, early, late 2000s show about, like, this kid, these 3 kids who wanted to
Early, late 2000s? What?
Early to late 2000s, like 2007, 2006, somewhere around there. Anyway, Dinosaur King, that's a whole nother topic. I've watched it like 3 times for some fucking reason.
Yeah, let's talk about that some other time.
Yeah. On my 3rd watch through of it, I was like, oh hey, there's One Piece here. I wonder how that is. So I started watching One Piece, and it was pretty good. And then I continued watching it, all the way until, I caught up with where the anime was. Well,
Back then.
yeah, which was, it was right after they had gotten to Fishman Island with, Paga, I think his name was. They had just burst through into Fishman Island, basically, is when I stopped. Because I stopped wanting to wait to watch it. Yeah. In any case, now gone back to the beginning of One Piece with the manga, read through all of it, it is fantastic! Like, every single crew has so many varied character designs and details, and, like, the entire manga is just beautifully drawn, and it's so consistent, too. Like, the only other manga I've read, really, is, okay, I read 2 other manga, I guess. Well, 3. Tech 4.
Hero, Shiryu,
Hiro, Shiryuki, the one with Kama. What was his name? World God Only Knows. I read through the last of that. And then, Soul Eater.
It's a few.
Yeah. Besides Hiro Aka, the other manga have been a little inconsistent in the quality of the drawings. Like, I've especially noticed it in Shiryuki where, like, there's just certain times when there's just, like, parts of the page are just left blank. Just white space. But
We've talked about this.
I know, it's for spacing. But for One Piece, like, every single piece of the page is used, which is incredible.
Yes.
Like,
One Piece does use, like, every part of the page.
Yeah, there's no blank space. There's just, like, everything's used to its fullest extent to get, like, reactions from everybody, and it's amazing. Like, and there's a lot, like, okay. It's basically really detailed, really consistently, like, amazing throughout. There's a lot of different designs in the show, and for each character, and the fishmen and whatnot. And then Impel Down was a trip in and of it. Well, not Impel Down, the Saving Ace arc was incredible. Like, there were multiple, like...
So many characters.
Yeah, and there were multiple, like, full 2-page pictures of just, like, gigantic things happening. Like, ores falling, or the Whitebeard ship being destroyed, or, like, there was so much shit going on. It was fantastic.
I don't remember Whitebeard. I don't remember the Moby Dick getting destroyed.
It got sunk.
No, I think you might be thinking of when Luffy came in from a falling battleship from the tidal wave.
No, that happened too, but Moby Dick got sunk. I was almost sure
I don't
of that.
remember that.
Yeah, no, they had to leave it behind when they got into the harbor.
Just read through it. He probably remembers a little bit more clearly.
Yeah, no, they had to leave it behind when they got into the harbor of the Marine headquarters. Since it also got destroyed and whatnot. In any case,
It's
yeah,
good.
Yeah, it's really good. I can see why it's so popular.
I've been trying to agree.
I'm pretty sure it's the #1 Shonen Jump of all time currently.
Makes sense.
I mean, yeah.
It was one of the big three when the big three were still a thing. It's the other one's still going with its main plot.
And it doesn't seem like it's going to stop anytime soon.
I'd be inclined to agree that it's really good. I think it is good. But fucking that Alabaster arc just bores me to fucking death.
Really?
It bores me so much. I hate deserts. I don't know if that's it or just, I don't know. It just dropped there for me.
They haven't really gone to any other, like, massively environmentally different islands since then, have they?
I mean, Skypiea.
Well, well, that's different, but I mean, like, except for Punk Hazard, they haven't really gone to, like, drastically climatized islands, because it's supposed to be spring, summer, fall, winter for each of the islands, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you haven't really seen that at all in a while.
I mean,
You've only seen, like, oh, look, it's nice and temperate here for some unapparent reason when we put at the beginning that, oh, hey, every island is massively different climate-wise.
You gotta retcon some things when you go on this long.
Is Punk... I mean, that's also varying between each route of the Grand Line. Anyway, is Punk Hazard Chopper's Town, or no?
No, Punk Hazard is after Fishman Island.
Okay, I haven't been there yet.
Well, let me just explain the island to you. It's basically Todoroki.
Todoroki.
Well,
I recognize that name, but I think that might be the name of a person I'm thinking of.
My Hero Academia, Todoroki.
Oh, Fire Ice Guy. Okay.
Yeah, basically the island is Todoroki, to put it simply.
Okay.
Basically, exactly half of it is icy. Exactly half of it is hot.
That makes total and complete physical sense.
It's the Grand Line. What do you expect?
You can't. You can't explain a lot of things with magic, but still,
it's explained why it's that way.
I'm sure, but just in concept, it's just like, what the fuck?
Like, I think the manga's currently on the Big Mom arc, right?
Yeah. The anime is also on the Big Mom arc.
I mean, yeah, because it's like 1 or 2 chapters behind it, whatever.
Wait, really? Wow, they go fast then.
Yeah, they have. I don't think it's. I think it's like 10, but still, that's like really. That's cutting it really close. In any case,
Well, they always have the ability to do filler arcs, and One Piece filler arcs are actually good.
Supposedly, though, the last time they did one was forever ago.
Probably because they're right behind the anime, or right behind the manga.
They should do another filler arc to let the fucking manga.
Yeah,
flow?
they should, or they should take a break, or do something so that way the anime is actually good.
I mean, you're not watching the anime, though, so who cares?
I know, but still, like it's just like apparently a fight that took 2 chapters in the manga got stretched out to 8 episodes in the anime.
It's got DBZ-ism.
Yeah. Except did DBZ actually have a reason to stretch out the fight so long, or no?
Exactly the same reason. Fucking, they caught up to the manga.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's like the fucking most known bullshit. It's like, why did fucking Frieza say it would take 5 minutes and then it was like fucking 8 episodes? Because they ran out. They had to fucking stretch all the content they could.
This is the current weapon I'm working on. What do you guys think of the knife shape?
I can't tell if it's at an angle or not. It looks a little bit weird.
Click it to zoom in. It fixes the edges a little bit.
That might be it. I'm also in a game, so I can't really do that.
In any case...
What's everyone playing right now?
Nothing.
I'm playing music in the background while I model stuff.
That's weird.
I'm not playing anything right now.
That's surprising.
I'm actually trying to figure out what to play.
There we go.
Oh yeah, I also caught up with Shokugeki no Soma.
Food Wars.
Yes.
For the English-inclined individuals.
Let's see, it's manga stuff. I had to go to a wing meeting for my dorm because some idiots, flipped the whiteboard in the hall and then wrote some racist stuff on it.
That's always fun.
Yeah. So that took like an hour.
So was it just an hour-long don't do this? Or
it was an hour-long presentation where they brought a cop in. The cop was like, hey, these are reasons why you shouldn't do it. Then he left. Then the RAs were like, hey, guys, we know that it could be funny for some of you, but somebody might get offended. And so don't do that. It was typical like RA stuff.
I see.
So basically, it was an hour of boringness. Sucks.
Finals are coming soon.
Yep.
And that indeed they are. Don't tell me about them. I don't want to think.
Neither do I. So have any of you ever seen How I Met Your Mother?
I know of it, and I've seen small pieces.
Same here.
Okay.
I haven't, and I'd rather not, because it sounds like a dumb show.
It's a sitcom.
comedy.
It's a sitcom, isn't it?
Yeah.
What does the sit and sitcom stand for?
Situational. At least
What?
you think it is.
Situational comedy shows?
Yes.
Pretty much.
Huh. That's a weird one. All right, I believe it. Was there a purpose to this, or was this just general knowledge you wanted to know?
Same cast of characters who play the same characters in different scenarios into each week or situations. So yeah, situational comedy.
What about sitcoms where characters have growth and progression?
I mean, they're still the same characters, they've just grown.
What if one character plays two characters?
What, like twins?
Uh,
Still the same characters, just, fucking whatever.
all right, there we go.
Anyway,
Situational comedy.
in How I Met Your Mother, there's this thing called the slap bet, where there's a slap bet commissioner and whatnot. And I got to be not a slap bet commissioner, but a commissioner of a bet between my roommate and his girlfriend.
Oh, okay. I was thinking you were talking about slaps, but you get... Okay, I get it.
Yeah. So basically, Ian, if you're talking, I can't hear you.
I'm not talking.
Okay. In any case, their bet was so basically the situation between them is that girlfriend likes to sleep with boyfriend in his bed a lot. However, boyfriend doesn't always like it because when he wakes up in the morning, his arm is numb because it has to be laying on top of hers or something like that.
Oh yeah, I've had that happen to me before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my arm is behind my pillow sometimes in the morning, and my arm is, like, completely numb because the blood gets cut off.
Right.
I used to sleep on my arms as well. Had to fucking get rid of that.
Happened to my leg once too, but whatever. So, boyfriend gets annoyed by this sometimes, and so he's like, okay, I need, like, a little break from this, so give me, like, a couple days off. And she's like, no, I don't want to. And so they start making a bet out of this. Basically, what this bet comes down to is that if girlfriend doesn't complain about having to leave the room because she's not allowed to sleep in his bed, at the end of the week, she gets $50.
Ooh.
And vice versa. If she does complain enough, then he gets the $50. Simple.
Where do the slaps come in?
There are no slaps.
Fucking disappointment.
I know, I'm sorry, but that was the closest analogy I could think of.
You couldn't just say if I made a bet? I'm the keeper of the bet?
I mean, I'm the commissioner. That sounds a lot more cool.
You're not commissioning anything, you're just a mediator.
I mean,
Exactly.
at the inception, they needed a neutral third party, which I'm not neutral at all, because... Actually, I kind of am, kind of not.
Who
like.
are you more, who do you lean towards then?
I was leaning towards the girl.
Of course you would.
I mean, I talked to her more than the guy.
He's your roommate.
I know. She's in here a lot. Like,
That is true.
She interacts with me more than he does, basically. And so I'm more inclined to lean to her side. However, I tried to stay as neutral as possible. And so, basically, I was the one who came up with all the rules and such. Okay. So, basically, she wanted some leeway. Like, she wanted 5 minutes to be able to complain about stuff before having to leave. Which I obviously shot down. I ended up giving her, 15 or 30 seconds. I forget the exact amount of time.
Give her anything. It's a fucking bet to not complain. You don't complain in a bet, fucking what?
I mean, she wouldn't relent is the issue. Give me at least a little bit of time. She kept going down, and eventually I just realized
That's what the bets are for.
15 seconds.
What? You don't fucking lawyer a fucking bet like that. You don't lawyer a bet at all.
I mean, I wouldn't have done it if the boyfriend also didn't agree to it, is the thing.
Whatever.
So in any case, bet ended like 2 days ago or something. She won, and she got $50.
Surprisingly easy to keep your mouth quiet when you fucking have money on the line.
Yeah,
Yep.
she got close to complaining once, but didn't count, so
You see, unlike everyone's romanticized ideas about how bets work, it's really not that complicated. At least in situations like this. You're not gonna fucking just like habitually fucking start talking trash about a fucking situation when you're being paid to not do so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Easiest $50.
Yeah, basically. And I got nothing except the satisfaction of being commissioner.
Was there... Firstly, you're not a commissioner. You didn't commission anything.
I commission art from people, so that counts.
No one paid you. You didn't get commissioned to do jack.
No, I commission people.
I know, I'm talking to Nick.
Ah.
Yeah. I got a piece of red velvet cake for his birthday, so that was fun.
Also, it doesn't, like... You're using that word very wrong.
Like, commissioner?
Yeah.
Is arbiter better?
Probably not. I don't know. I don't know what the definition of arbiter is. Might be something like an overseer.
Does overseer work then?
You oversaw it, so yeah.
Okay, there we go. I'm the overseer. Or I was.
Or you witnessed the bet.
You try Googling it.
Yeah, I could.
Doing so right now. A person who settles a dispute or has an ultimate authority in a matter. Kind of. I don't think you had a say in anything.
Holy shit!
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Mega! Why do you have to be such a copycat? Seriously.
I'm not gonna lie. On my end, I started saying it before Ian, just like by a second.
Not on our end.
Yep. On our end, you said it second. So
Not
Mega.
like this bit wouldn't have allowed for anything different anyway.
So Mega, stop being a copycat. Simple.
I'm not
Exactly.
done.
So yeah, you technically, in the lightest of terms, arbiter.
Yay!
You're a cool fucking alien thing, or I guess predator thing from Halo.
Yay! So, been playing a good amount of PoE. I redid my atlas so that way I could just farm burial chambers, and I did that for like 12 hours or something.
I will translate that really quick. He did a thing where he constantly farms one map and gets a lot of money.
Yeah. Like, I stacked a bunch of increased item quantity on every part of my gear. Got a Spine Fuse Talisman, got, gold rims, Sadima's
He got
Touch.
good items.
Yeah. Thief's Torment, because I didn't want to have to go through the hassle of getting and divining up good, Venturous Gambles. Or having to pay, like, a couple exalts for pariahs.
Yeah, alright. The true arbiter.
So yeah, made lots of money. It was kind of cathartic just doing the same map over and over and over again.
Was it cathartic?
Cathartic is just like sort of relaxing and calming, right?
It can be used that way, I suppose, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a relief. Like when you punch a punching bag, that's catharsis.
Yeah, it was cathartic then. It was just nice to just relax and then press R a bunch of times.
Or like fucking some of those is like, I don't know what they're called, like damage rooms where you just go in and break shit.
Yeah, that's real fun.
Catharsis.
In any case, I also leveled a melee character, which I normally don't like melee characters unless they're really tanky, or have some amount of range, which Reeve. You can get, every time you attack with Reeve, you gain a stack. Stacks up to 8 times with the use of All Reeve, and with all 8 stacks up, it clears the screen. I'm able to keep all 8 stacks up consistently, so I basically just clear the entire screen a lot of time, which is nice. And then if I want to do single target, I just switch to Blade Flurry, because that's a good skill. It uses the Varunastra, which counts as every single one-handed melee weapon. Or it counts as all weapon types, so basically, there's this part of the passive tree where there's a bunch of like really good melee nodes, and there's this new jewel called Might of the Meek, which increases the effectiveness of those nodes by 50%. So I just get all those nodes, and then slap Might of the Meek in, boom. Bunch of nice stuff with Varunastra, which is awesome.
I can't translate all of that. He has a fucking melee build. It does things with certain unique items that make it good.
Basically, yes. So that's been fun. It's at level 85 right now. I don't know if I'm going to keep playing PoE this league, because I've kind of done everything I wanted to. So,
Get the portal.
Did I what?
Get the portal effect. Good God.
Oh god, no, that's 36 challenges. And I don't think I want to keep playing for that long. Beyond that, done the typical... Well, actually not that typical. Went back to Warframe with Iggy this week. That's been fun.
I went back to Warframe, by the way. More later.
Basically as fun as I remember, so that's been good. Also started to play League of Legends again. For some reason. I don't know, it's kind of fun. Whatever.
It's something. I've also been there.
Yeah.
It really is apparent to me now how much it is just an inferior Dota. Mechanically, at least.
Don't have to deny minions.
I mean, it's only one aspect of many. Like how everyone fucking moves at a snail pace in League. For some fucking reason.
Isn't that the same with Dota?
No, it does not feel like that in Dota at all. Like certain characters feel slow, like fucking my main Crystal Maiden, fucking awful until you get boots. But fucking everyone at endgame in League feels like they've just got weights attached to them, and it doesn't feel good.
I mean, there's also like teleportation scrolls in Dota, which help out, right?
Yeah. That helps a lot. Boots of the Traveler as well.
Yeah.
I'm also biased as shit because I played Dota for like 2,000 hours.
I can check how long I've wasted on LoL.
Who's next?
Supposedly...
Oh yeah, did you hear that Valve acquired the creators of Firewatch?
Did they? That's strange, actually.
Indeed.
What is it? Well, fucking, they were working on another game, weren't they?
Valley of the Gods or something?
Yeah.
Well, it's now a Valve game when it's done. No one really knows the details of the deal yet.
Campo Santo, I believe. Yes, developer Campo Santo.
According to wastedonlol.com, I've wasted 78 hours on League of Legends, which seems way too low considering that I've played since Season 2, and only took a break for Seasons 5 through 8, I believe.
This was literally 4 hours ago that was reported, at least by Kotaku.
So that doesn't...
Oh yeah, it seems like all the news stories are contemporary. Okay.
I watched a musical movie.
Which one?
The Producers.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I didn't either until I heard Springtime for Hitler.
That one.
Mm-hmm. Like, for some reason I was... Well, actually I know why. So, Curb Your Enthusiasm, pretty good. Comedy. I've been going back and watching some clips of it on YouTube. And the most recent season has had, Lin-Manuel Miranda, who was also the guy who, like, kind of produced Hamilton, and, did Hamilton. So I was like, oh, hey, I wonder what Hamilton's like. So I looked up some songs for Hamilton.
The controversy play.
Oh, Hamilton songs are kind of good. And then a couple of musical songs later, get to Springtime for Hitler. I was like, oh, that seems like a movie. And it was a movie. So I went to watch the movie. It was bad.
It's called Springtime for Hitler. What did you expect?
No, the song is called Springtime for Hitler. Well, okay, so the movie is called The Producers, which is based on a Broadway play. Now, the movie has these two producers who want to make a flop of a play, so that way they can just rake in all the money that they made investing in it. It was some Ponzi scheme or whatever. And, basically, the play they put on was Springtime for Hitler. It was supposed to be super serious, but the main actor kind of fell through, and so they had to get a different actor to play Hitler. And it turned out that the Hitler guy played him extremely gay. And in their own words, by the way.
Alright.
And so, instead of it being a total flop, it became a huge success. But otherwise, the movie's really slow, and besides Springtime for Hitler, that musical number, the rest of the songs were really pedantic. I don't think I'm using that word right, but whatever, and boring. and like a lot of the character decisions don't make any sense, and it was kind of shitty, and I kind of regret watching it because it was not a good
guess
time.
what pedantic means?
I kind of don't want to.
It's really in the word.
Pedant? What?
It's like of or like a pendant.
What? That's what pedantic means?
Yeah.
What?
Okay, weirdly, they're fucking... Many of the essays are long, dense, and too pedantic to hold great appeal.
That doesn't seem right. What? Of or like a pendant? That is such...
Pedantic. Ostentatious in one's learning, overly concerned with minute detail... What the... That says an adjective. What? I don't know what pedantic means. I'm looking at definitions and it's not working.
I guess
Dictionary.com?
Dictionary and Google.
It kind of means too focused on details, but I don't get how that's like a pendant.
Did he make it up?
That's the Google definition of pedantic. Of or like a pendant. It's probably just another meaning of it.
Yeah, that's just really weird.
Was pedantic correct, Nick?
It was really slow and boring, so yes, I guess.
Was it overly attentive to detail?
Kinda. It's like they didn't go into detail on anything particular, but they didn't really go anywhere for the longest time.
Then it wasn't pedantic. It was
Okay.
just spinning its wheels.
Yes, that works. It's the time of year where I'm sneezing a lot again, so that's fun. For those who don't know, I have very violent sneezes, and I sneeze a lot, and I've gotten bloody noses from it in the past, which sucks.
I was about to say, I never remember you talking about this. I totally remember you talking about this now. You fucking sorry-ass motherfucker getting bleeding noses from sneezing.
Yeah, record was 128 times in one day. Made a game out of in elementary school. Basically, it's happening again. It sucks. My mouth gets all dry from it. My throat gets all scratchy. It sucks. It happens. I might have a sneezing fit in the podcast, which is not going to be fun.
He won't, though.
Sneeze.
Say you want to bet or something.
And I made some new friends. We got
I'm more surprised that you made friends.
Yeah, we got Joey, Ross, Rachel,
Listen,
Phoebe.
you can't name your toes and call them friends, Nick.
I'm not naming my toes. Monica and Chandler.
These
Just Monica?
I thought he said Monica, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, Monica, Chandler, Phoebe, Ross, Rachel, Joey. Names of the friends.
Joey Wheeler.
Not Joey Wheeler, Joey Tribbiani.
Joey Wheeler. He just
You know, this kind of sounds familiar to something that used to be on.
fucking a loser.
Oh, really,
So-
Mega? What?
Yeah.
Wait, what did you say, Megan?
The people that he named is very familiar to a TV show.
Uh-huh.
Don't know.
What's the name of the TV show, Mega?
Power Rangers?
Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe it starts with an F.
Ends with Wrens, maybe?
Yeah, possibly.
Oh, you sad sack of shit.
I'm on season 9, episode 11 of Friends, currently. Each season's like 24 episodes. So I've been watching
You're
a lot of
college
Friends.
student.
Yeah,
You nobody got time for that.
I do.
Or do you?
Like, after that first
It's
week of
Just
watching
a
Super...
theory.
By the way, if you haven't watched Super yet, watch the first episode.
Oh yeah, because that's something you need to do.
hmm
Well, it's more referring to you than anyone else. Let's be honest.
I mean, I doubt Ian watched it.
I mean, you watch one episode of Dragon Ball anything, and you've essentially seen everything.
Not the new one.
Yes, no, that's how it works.
Well, like with what? Fucking.
There's some slight nuances, but it's essentially the same.
He's not wrong.
Here's a bad guy. Goku can't beat the bad guy. Goku beats the bad guy. There's your fucking plot
Well, I mean,
over and
we're
over
gonna be
again.
talking more about
59 is fucking new.
story. It's due to that we're talking about something different, which is, Super specifically, not Dragon Ball as a whole. So it does make a difference.
It makes zero difference whether or not I watch the first episode.
Yeah, well,
It does make zero difference.
it really does, though,
It doesn't.
by literally just the rules.
Literally doesn't. It might slightly influence my score. Yeah, I would give it a 7 out of 10 because it was decent. Or 9, would give it like a 4 out of 10 because I didn't like the way Super did it.
I mean,
But-
there's legitimate things like that, animation, voice acting, etc.
Doesn't make a fucking
All things that
difference.
have transformed over the several decades that Dragon Ball has been a thing. Or am I wrong there?
From what I know, Dragon Ball has been more or less the same for years. Just fight things, fight
Within
things.
its very
you
basic
can't fight
concept
this
that
thing?
it's
Fight this
fucking
thing.
kept, yeah. Its concept has stayed the same. Goku and fucking friends beat up a thing. They get beat.
Takes
to
several
shit,
episodes to do
train,
something.
and then they do something. Sure. But once again, there's everything surrounding that, such as animation, voice acting, fucking story itself.
Yep, and the only 2 people that will really get into this.
3, actually.
Oh, cool.
Because
There's 2.
Mega's watched it.
Mega watched it when it was coming
Question,
out for all those months.
Last week, question. Last
I've-
week, wasn't there just a massive discussion between the 2 of these guys of just Dragon Ball Super? Or was
Don't
that the week
remember.
before that?
All right, first of all, last week we didn't do anything, so none of
He
us.
meant-
Why
Session,
went
I
week as
understood.
last session?
The last time we talked, it was pretty much me recommending Super because I've watched pretty much every episode of Super.
I know there was some time recently where 2 of you just got into a massive discussion of Dragon Ball Super, and it went on for like 45 minutes.
We might have.
That-
I don't think that's right. We may have talked about the end of something.
I didn't really go into Super for like that long.
I don't remember. If it was anything, we were talking about the Tournament of Power, because Tournament of Power is something else.
Yep. Expand the universes to make more money.
Yeah. Also, because narratively, they needed something new.
Narratively, we need a way to explain why there's more powerful people. Right, alternate universe. There we go.
Well,
Goku
multiverse.
Black.
That was this arc before it, if you don't count the fucking filler.
And Goku Black was technically future, not different dimension.
Yeah, but multiverse.
Yeah.
So,
All right, we'll talk about
technically-
all of this during the anime homework. In any case, my week's done.
Nah, why don't we do it now?
Because it'll take 2 hours.
And plus, we normally have a pattern of week then anime.
It's already been like an hour 15 minutes. What
Yeah,
have we
that's
done? What have we done so far?
Talked about Nixon Week in its entirety and did our opening.
And also waited for Chris to start the podcast.
Yeah, that's true. That's technically not the podcast time. That's the call time.
True.
Podcast has been going for 1 hour, 1 minute, and 21 seconds.
We will get told.
So opening and week
Oh, yeah.
for Nick.
I interviewed for a position today, like right before the podcast. That's why I delayed it to 6.
Oh, that would explain it.
Mm-hmm.
How did that go?
Decently well. Like, you had to make a 5-minute presentation on a computer science topic, which was the best part for me. I answered all the questions nicely.
What is this, a fucking apprenticeship?
No, it's like, it's basically a teacher's assistant position.
Oh, it's TA.
Hmm.
Do you get
I mean-
paid
Have
for
fun.
that?
Have
Yeah.
fun doing nothing.
It's like a $10.75 an hour, I think.
Well, it's slightly higher than minimum wage.
I mean, fuck, we had to do TA fucking because we had to last in high school.
Didn't have enough hours otherwise.
Yeah, it sucked.
Anyway, yeah, interviewed for that. Went pretty well. Yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna get a email on it, on whether I got it sometime next week. So
I don't imagine there's gonna be people clamoring for a TA job. So
I mean, they're apparently hiring 50 to 60 people.
yeah, you've got a good chance, Nick.
Yeah.
Have fun creating papers.
Yay! I'm just gonna put on Persona music or something. Oh yeah, Persona.
You said you were done. You can't take it back. No backsies.
Persona 5 Dancing Star Night's coming out on the 24th, and it's gonna be good music. I'm gonna get the soundtrack. It's gonna be good.
Woo.
So yeah,
That's
I'm
a little
done.
bit of fun there.
Car Raider, do you
Okay.
think?
I'm dying.
Let's see what Ian's done.
Okay, I actually have some stuff to talk about this week. Doesn't mean
Hold
it'll
on.
be long at all, though.
Oh.
Oh, thank Christ.
So, you know the OCT I've been working on with someone for the last, like,
Fuck
few
it.
months now, right?
Vaguely. You bring
It
it up
got
at
canceled.
times. Oh, wow. Okay.
So yeah, that sucks. So we submitted our round 2 since there's not really much point in finishing coloring it anyway now. We are going to get prizes on participating and stuff, but still sucks because we had a lot of plans put in place for
I mean,
like
unless it's
plot and
on,
stuff.
like, no, unless it's officially done, like a giant fucking organization or fucking, like a website itself, you're really not gonna fucking follow through. It's really difficult.
A lot of people follow through with these things, is that it just sort of got cut short, and we don't entirely know the reason why, so still
I do.
really annoying. And basically, since the cancellation notice, which was, I think, 3 days ago, I can't remember, I've been working on a new character concept, and that is what all these weapons are for. The new character concept. It was 2 days ago. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, besides that, work, accounting school, it sucks a lot. It's very, very boring. I hope I did well on my last test because I sort of need it or I'm going to fail the class. Once again, working on the new character, slightly based off of Hollow Knight, the like Hollow Knight sort of environment.
You mean the 2D Dark Souls game?
Yes, 2D Dark Souls. Actually, there's a lot of 2D Dark Souls, but let's just go with Hollow Knight.
There's a few. That one was more 2D Dark Souls than most.
Yeah, emphasis
As well
on
as, like,
dark.
Castlevania.
It's Castlevania Dark Souls. Let's go with that. But yeah, the character I'm designing somewhat based off that sort of style of universe. But like, I don't have a current design for the characters themselves yet. Only that they have a cloak and a lot of weapons.
You start
currently-
somewhere.
And I'm currently modeling the weapons. Granted, I need more weapon designs, which I'm also working on at the same time. And, yeah, I just have a couple of weapon designs right now.
Start somewhere, I suppose.
So that was my almost month. How about, okay,
Wow,
Nick,
goes
Chris,
to-
Chris, next person. Curator of Weeks, you have been summoned.
This is where you say curator to your thing instead.
I don't think he responds specifically to that. Oh my god.
I mean, not anymore. Now that you said that.
Not ever.
Chris,
Really.
do your damn job!
Hey, yelling's not gonna fix anything, Ian. All right, calm
It really
down.
has fixed some things, though.
I wasn't even yelling.
Ian, you don't have to yell.
I wasn't
Ian,
yelling.
You don't have to,
Ian,
but
you
it's
don't
fine.
have to yell, okay? It's fine.
No, I'm just turning up
Ian,
my volume.
it's okay.
I'm just turning
You
up
don't
my
have to
output.
yell.
You ever stroke, Nick?
No,
Yes.
not that I know
Fucking,
of. Anyway.
you're lively today. Something
Quickly, is he talking gibberish?
Oh.
I'll take this as a yes. He does have a stroke.
What? I'm just trying to keep the activity going while we wait for Chris.
Substitute curator of weeks. Do your thing.
Mega,
What?
you're weak.
Well, there's a couple of stuff. As I mentioned on the last podcast, my birthday was on the 26th of March.
Happy
Happy
retroactive
birthday.
birthday.
I didn't do anything on that day. Pretty much what I did was a couple days after
You existed.
for so long.
You're 1
But,
year closer to death.
Yay!
It doesn't actually work like that, but technically.
Yeah, the torturing will soon end.
Okay, Becca.
So, pretty much,
That got dark.
I had the 29th off, although there was a little thing I found out about that recently, like at the beginning of the week. My boss actually forgot to write down that the day off was my one day off I'm allowed. So technically, I took a regular day off and not like a paid day off.
Oh.
But I got to play some Yu-Gi-Oh that I haven't done in a while, and I ended up getting the rest of the newer cards to finish my Crystal Beast stack finally, and I used it in the tournament. Did not do well.
Mega.
Out of 4 rounds, I've won 1 that night.
Mega, are you ever going to save up enough money to actually get a good computer?
Eventually, there's the whole Twitch thing that I can get bits and stuff now, which I've still been streaming. That's the thing I've been doing for weeks.
Don't count on Twitch as a source of income to upgrade your computer.
Oh no, like, well, no. If I did that, like, as soon as I got the notification, I'd go to work. I'm like, I'm not gonna work anymore. I didn't do that. Obviously, I'm like with the whole Twitch thing. I'm still gonna like work. And
I mean, yeah, but saying
that's
upgrade
all.
your computer. It'll help with the streaming part.
Oh, I know. Although you say that, but I kind of overspent when I went to the card store on that day.
God.
That's
dang.
why. That's why he asked you if you were ever going to save up. Because yeah, we already know.
Like, how much do you have saved up right now?
None.
Well, no, I do have some money in the bank. It's not like
All right, how much
$1,000 or
money?
anything, but
How much money
Tell
do you
me-
have
tell me
put
those
towards the
4
computer?
digits.
well, that technically goes with how much money I have in general currently. Which again, it's not like $1,000, but it's not like less than 100.
All right, Mega, how much? How Mega? How old are you?
I'm 31 now, and I am not good at saving money, which I've established before.
Mm-hmm.
Not in crippling student debt.
I mean, you could just send the money to me and I'll hold on to it for you.
That's a terrible idea because he'll use it to get himself into crippling student.
Yeah. Although, well, I'm not gonna get into how much I spent at the card store, but
He got a paycheck and then it was gone, and then he was like,
no,
"This is
I
a good
didn't.
thing."
I did not spend the entire paycheck.
Just
I did not.
99%
I
of
didn't
it.
spend the entirety of the paycheck. I went and got groceries first.
I got like a penny left. No big deal.
No, literally on that day, I made sure that I did everything I needed to do before I spend money.
And then you spent the rest of it.
I didn't spend all of it.
Most of it.
Quite a bit, I'll say.
He didn't
But,
deny it. It was most of
Had
it.
enough pocket change to hit the vending machine afterwards. It was a good day.
But on the way to the car store, I decided to stop at a pawn shop real quick just to see if there was anything there. Which
Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
no, I found 2 original Xbox games though that I bought for like $5 each.
You need to stop.
Well, I can't really say no to Genma.
You really
on-
can
on-
though. It's a thing, isn't it?
No, not when it's an Omni New shit game on the original Xbox that I think is going for more than $5. And then the other game I don't know what it's about, which is New Legends.
To answer your question, Mega will never get a computer. It'll
Eventually
always
I will.
forever be fucking emulators and Mega Man games.
No, eventually I will. It's just I don't have a determined day for it. Which
There's
I've
always,
been
tomorrow is
I-
always randomly.
I've been getting regulars with streaming Mega Man Maker.
Once again, don't count on fucking Twitch.
No, I'm just going for what I've been doing the last 3 weeks. You know. I also got 2 manga books, but we'll never mind that.
Face palm.
I beat Final Fantasy 13. That's the thing I finally did.
Nice. I still need to do that.
And then I got Final Fantasy 13 too.
Is there a second one?
Yeah,
There's
there's
3.
also Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13.
Wouldn't that just be 14?
I tried Final Fantasy 13 2 real quick just to like get a premise and feel of how the game is. The game is very different from 13. Which is not what I expected.
Doesn't that one have time travel in it or something?
Yes,
Okay.
it does.
Okay.
There's quick time events during cutscenes sometimes. There's decisions, apparently. There's also auto saving, not just like manual saving. I only play like, well, I mostly just did like the opening cutscene and the tutorial, just to like see if there was new things, and you literally just get introduced to all these new things like right off the bat. Also, apparently the villain is voiced by the same voice actor that played Gaara in Naruto.
Oh, that guy.
I immediately recognized the voice, which also leads to me actually continuing Naruto Shippuden recently.
Finish it?
Not yet.
What arc are you on?
I'm still on the Force Shinobi War, but I'm in filler.
I mean, that takes up like a third of the show.
I'm on episode 437.
Okay,
helps.
you just got into it.
Well, no, the war's been going on for a while.
Wasn't there like 600 episodes?
500.
Oh. Still.
Well, it's pretty much like I've been waiting for Yanzer to like watch it, but she hasn't really been in the mood at all because she's been really busy. So
You think it's up, but you just watch it yourself.
Oh no! Well, the thing is, we made a deal that we were going to finish it together at least. But with a lot of the things that's going on with her right now, which I'm not going to talk about, I asked her if I can at least like continue it on my own, and when she wants to, we could like continue it from where we last left off. Because there's a few things that she doesn't know about still.
Who in their fucking right minds agrees to a pact to watch the entirety of Naruto Shippuden?
Well, it's because we started the original Naruto together. We at least wanted to finish it together.
It's a death pact.
Yeah. But the last episode that we watched together was like 397, 398. Around that. And since watching it by myself, I've gone from that to 437.
So you made progress. Okay.
I made some progress, yeah. Pretty much still being told how good of a worker I am at work. Is a thing still going on. I know I'm missing one thing, but actually no, I think that's pretty much it. With like getting regulars that's been coming to watch me stream now. Playing the levels, which actually I have a very good win rate when it comes to people coming and playing their levels in Mega Man Maker, which is so far out of all the levels that people have told me to play, I've beaten them all.
It's pretty good.
Well,
I saw you play one, which is essentially Castlevania. I thought that looked like torture.
Yeah. Well, was that the one I think it was? That's the one I think it was. It was just like trying it out.
You lost your weapons. You needed to go get them. You didn't have anything at the beginning.
Oh yeah, that one. Okay, that wasn't the one I was thinking. No, that one was actually really fun to play. It wasn't hard or anything.
Looks like hell to me. I've never gotten Mega Man games, so.
Well, that's the thing I like about Mega Man Maker. With kind of like Mario Maker, you can make like a regular level, or you can make like an exploration level. Which so far I've been enjoying the exploration ones.
Drug trips.
I got 2 people that subscribed on Twitch.
Subscribe? Do you mean follow?
You got your subscription box up?
Yeah, remember I'm an affiliate.
I know, but I didn't know I actually finished processing.
Oh no, I filled it up and everything.
Huh?
Ooh, sweet.
I did the weekend like right before my birthday. I did all that. Everything was settled. When I streamed on my birthday, was pretty much my birthday stream and my first stream as an affiliate, which I tried to do 2 different things, which wasn't working. So I went with Choice Chamber. That was fun.
Oh, that game.
Yeah. People didn't stop giving me pogo, and I kept bouncing. I hated it.
At least it wasn't black holes.
That was like one of the first fucking Twitch integration games made.
Yeah, it was one of them. But it was actually the first time playing Choice Chamber, and it was actually, I had a fun time playing it.
They've evolved a lot since.
But this also means I also have my first emote, which is pretty much just an emote of Mega Man's head, like looking angry, for when I start getting mad playing specific things.
Did you make it yourself, or did you commission somebody?
Someone, 2 people offered to help me with it, and I asked one of them to.
You can commission me for stuff, you know.
I mean, once you get a emote, you want to keep a consistent theme and artistic style.
Yeah, and I decided to go with the Mega Man one for this one.
I mean, even within that, the style of whatever it is.
Well, like there's a couple times like while playing game while streaming, like I've gone mad a little bit. So that's why I decided to go with an angry Mega Man face, which makes sense. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, I didn't even mention the 2 manga books that I got. Hang on, let me just grab them here. All right, so real quick, it was One Punch Man Volume 3 and Death Note Volume 1.
It's pretty good, I suppose. One Punch
Those are
Man
the
is
2
fun.
that I got. I want season 2.
It's
So do
coming
I.
soon, GM. Soon, TM. Manga still updates pretty regularly, actually. If
Yeah,
only
I know.
most of it didn't look like absolute garbage.
I noticed that when I got the Volume 3, I noticed that there was still quite a bit, which I'm happy for because
I mean, even digitally, not even like fucking properly released.
But yeah, that's pretty much the weeks for me.
All right, then. Do your thing, Nick.
Curator, do you think?
Just make a chain. Like I tell Mega to say something, which he tells then Ian to say something, which then he then tells Nick to say it, and then Nick says to Chris, "Do your thing."
Honestly, I was just about to say, Ian, do your thing.
Mega, stop being such a copycat.
Substitute curator, do your thing.
And this is when Iggy would say something, just to keep it going.
My act is an imitation of the real thing. I think I've nailed it pretty well.
Apparently, Chris is away.
Right. Then, Chris, it's your turn.
All right, good.
I made this joke last time, didn't you?
Probably.
I think so. That feels familiar.
Yeah, I think you've done it before.
Am I the one that's left? Fuck.
Yeah.
Yep.
Aside from Chris, anyway.
Gotta fucking
Iggy,
finish this.
your turn.
Fucking monster hunting at the moment. Hold on. Gotta put everything away. All right. What have I done? After the last podcast, or the last podcast, I'm not sure which. We had talked about the fact that I brought up the fact that I don't fucking finish games anymore. Because I just keep getting new games, like fucking move from this to this to this. And it's very rare for me to finish a game. So I've gone back and I've started just playing games that I haven't beaten and beat them to completion, which is an achievement for me because it takes a long fucking time. Specifically, I went off and finished Senua's Hellblade Sacrifice. Senua's Sacrifice Hellblade, whatever the fuck that thing is called.
The
Very
tongue twister.
Yeah, puzzle game with combat elements. A very much kind of a walking simulator as well. Nice to look at. The fact that it's independently developed is very impressive. It was very strange. I like the part where I went to hell and saw all the dead people. I finished, what was it? It's been fucking 3 weeks at this point. I finished Far Cry 3, which I've been meaning to finish that game for years. As most people know who have played that game, a game comes a lot less interesting about 80% through. Does anyone fucking...
I've played it.
You've played it. Ian, I don't imagine play it. Nick won't play it. Fucking spoilers.
I don't own it.
Yeah. I mean, you probably never get it, is the thing. Fucking the main antagonist, which was the most interesting person about the game, the thing that made the game kind of famous, dies 80% through the way, and the last 20% of the game is very much not that interesting.
I did watch a
I
playthrough, just so you
remember
know.
So yeah, after that, I just fucking quit. But it turns out, though, like from several years ago, the save state I had was only like an hour away from completion, but the wise and knowledgeable me decided when I was replaying it, I should just replay the whole game because I was probably farther from the exit than I thought. Wasn't. Could have finished it in an hour. Instead, I played the whole game again. That was fun.
Sarcastic fun or actual fun?
It was somewhat fun. It's really fun. The whole Far Cry formula is liberating camps and sneaking around. Very fun. Though it
Assassination.
is limited. What else have I done? There was also Nier Automata. It's been like a year since I bought the game. I took a long break to fucking finish it because of how the game is structured. But I finished it. Yeah, I didn't actually get all the endings. I imagine you know what happens at ending E, right, Nick or Ian?
Is that the mackerel one?
The mackerel one. No, I'm not talking about like the joke endings. Ending E is like the true ending.
Ah. Yeah, I know the true ending.
Yeah, I beat the game, then I beat it again, then I beat it again because that's how the game works. And then I decided I got the E ending randomly. I didn't actually know how to get it, but I got it. And then at the end of it, it's like fucking. It's a really good ending. Like it legitimizes a lot of the game, like all of your struggles and everything. Does it really well to fucking put a nice little bow on top and say you did it, good job. Spoiler alert.
Congratulations.
You have to fucking to get the. Well, you don't have to do this, but once you do the E ending, you have the option to delete all of your save data to help someone else beat the game. Because in the final battle, which is a fucking bullet hell, you can, well, aid will be called for you if you suck shit at the game, you keep dying. And you more than likely will keep dying. So it'll summon some help for you, and then when you'll notice it's like actual people's messages and their names of their save data. And if you get hit, that data gets deleted. So to repay it, you can leave your own data to help someone else, and it's a very interesting way to do it. I did it, and I realized I wouldn't be able to get all the other endings after I pressed the button, so I went a little bit of
You're
a
like,
loss.
shit.
Yeah, but whatever. It ended nicely with that way. I'll probably never play it through again, but it was a really good game. That's all I've completed in these few weeks. Still going on more games, trying to figure out what to finish next. Probably Deus Ex or Neo. So many games. I now own 521 unique games on Steam. It's gonna be a while. Besides that, it's been a whole lot of work for some reason. I've been called into work, despite the fact I don't technically work there, more times this week than I think I've ever had before. I'm getting a lot of money, though. That's good, I guess. I really don't want to work anymore. I have school. Things aren't going great.
Hey, I work too. Don't
Yeah,
forget.
but you have a consistent job. I'm literally being. I don't fucking technically work there anymore.
I don't have a consistent schedule. My schedule is more or less random every
Do
week.
you at least work twice a week?
Yes.
It's pretty consistent.
I work more or less 5 days a week.
I'm not supposed to be working at all. I just keep getting called in. It's dealing with that in school has been a nice juggling act of fun. Besides that's really just been playing the same games, Vermintide, Tarkov, etc. Games are being updated, good updates. Fucking no one really cares. I dropped another $100 on Tarkov to fucking get the most expensive edition of the game because the update they just pushed through was super and fucking impressive. And it suddenly made sense to buy it. So that's a nice $100 well spent, in my opinion. Not much else has happened. It's been basically a repeat cycle of wake up, do schoolwork, play games, sometimes go to work, go to sleep. Play a fucking Warframe with Nick sometimes. That might be it. Can't think of much of anything else. Oh yeah, actually, there is one thing. In lieu of the fact that I've already watched all of Dragon Ball Super, I decided to go off and watch other things. Most notably, I watched a show called Darling in the Franxx by A1 and Trigger, I believe. Someone fact check that.
I will fact check it.
It's still going on. There's 14 episodes out at this point, and it is quite the entertaining show, to say the least, in many ways. First off, the show itself is just fine. I'm not going to go into too much detail. But what really has made this quite a fucking enjoyable experience is watching the internet fucking burn over discussion of the most current episode, which is 14. You might have heard this randomly because it's been fucking blown out of proportion, but fucking due to the events of episode 14 of Darling in the Franxx, there have been internet wars and actual death threats thrown at fucking staff members of, specifically the voice actor for one of the characters.
Oh, fun.
It is a shit show, and it's hilarious to watch. The show itself is also fun to watch. It's a mech show, weirdly enough. I enjoy a mech show. I said it.
It is
That's
by
unusual.
A1, Trigger, and Cloverworks.
Didn't know the third one.
This is where Chris is supposed to come in and say, like, did someone say Max or something?
Yeah, but he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, that's been fun. I've also been rewatching all of Monogatari because I hate myself or something. But this time I'm watching it in chronological order,
Ooh.
which actually does make a difference.
I mean, you're not the first person to rewatch an anime multiple times.
Yeah, but Monogatari. How long is Durarara?
40 to
A
60
lot.
episodes, depending on when I watched it.
How many are in
Or Oban, for instance. Or Code Lyoko. I rewatched a lot of stuff. Is Code Lyoko still on Netflix?
How many episodes are in there? Okay, let me do some quick math. There's 3 movies. Bake's 15, Nisei's 11, Neko is 4. So that's fucking 30 plus 3 films. And then there's fucking 5 more here, 5 more here, 4 more here, 4 more here, 4 more here, 6 more here, 4 more here, 13 more here, 12 more here, and 7 more here. It's a bit. There's a lot of seasons. There's not just a number. Do I have to actually do math? I don't want to do
You
math.
have to do the maths.
Fuck. This is a good time filler anyway. There are 94 episodes of Monogatari as a whole, plus 3 movies. It's a lot.
Yeah.
And it's not even done yet either. Fucking, there's another season coming out this year, which I'm highly anticipating. That's it. I'm done.
Alright.
Fucking Chris, your turn. Oh, wait. And other news, since we have to fucking talk about general shit now, Monster Hunter World's still not in PC, and it still kills me.
Same, because I want to murder stuff with you guys.
It hurts me so much. Fucking, they got they're still updating. They had a whole fucking spring festival. They've had a Mega Man update. They've had a Street Fighter update. They've had a new monster included. They had just recently got a raid battle, a fucking 16-man raid battle versus some gold motherfucker. Fucking put a little bit more elbow grease into developing the PC, please.
Yes, we want to murder things with friends.
It'd be really good. Be really nice.
I want to murder stuff with you guys.
I have already saved up enough money for whatever edition may come out. I don't think there's actually other editions of this game. If there is, I'll probably buy it anyway. We don't have enough games that we can all play anyway. Although not all of us are buying this game. Mega.
I'll buy it eventually.
You won't have it. By the time this game comes out, you probably won't even have a computer that can run it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably.
Your computer will probably explode by then.
I think Chris said he was disinterested as well. What else has been happening? Fucking besides updates for other games. God of War came out. I've heard that's pretty good.
Yeah, I've been watching a playthrough of it.
I plan to do so at some point. Really sucks that it's a PlayStation exclusive. God of War.
The
The
new one.
The spin-off one, I guess, or like a reimagining or something.
It's a sequel.
Is it? I heard it was explicitly not a sequel.
It's a sequel, apparently.
Oh, apparently what I heard was wrong then.
He had the chain. He had the blades of war removed from his arms.
Did he? I don't remember the plot of the first 3 games.
Remember, he has the 2 knives that are chained to his arms.
Yeah. And
Those
then-
are removed, and in replace of them, there's bloody bandages.
Oh, all right.
So he had them removed. I don't know how, but he had them removed.
Fucking God of War is actually a really fun series. It just gets very, very tedious. Like I was playing the first game, But the first game, it's like really fucking, you go through long stretches of just beating up dudes, and then sometimes you get story. The next 2 games fix that problem for the most part, I believe, but still. I imagine they went with a more story-heavy element this time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, makes sense.
You can't just swing around now. You actually have to strategize on how to fight.
I plan to watch someone since I'll never actually buy a PS4, so just trying to figure out who to watch it from.
I'm currently watching Jesse Cox and the Completionist play it.
That makes sense.
Granted, Jesse's doing nothing and just watching Gerard do it all.
That's how those work. Let's watches, essentially.
I mean,
Or how Rooster Teeth coined it.
Gerard is the completionist. He's much better at games than Jesse.
How does anyone complete games, though?
I've completed some games.
Like, to consistently fucking, in this day and age where so many games just come out, how do you fucking complete games? Especially like 100% complete games. Fucking impossible.
It mostly just depends on the game and like what era it came out in.
So, I mean, if you start adding in old games, it gets even harder.
Well, a lot of the older games like doesn't take that long to complete. Like, look at the Mega Man games, for example.
Not like that era. Maybe more like PlayStation 2 era.
Well, yeah, that's when games start getting longer. So at that point, then it's like
And collectathon heavy. Especially, I think, like PlayStation specifically had a lot of collectathon games, if I remember correct.
Crite. Yes,
Crite.
you remembered Crite.
Yeah, I did.
I am
Also,
currently
just
trying to
some of them
define
are
a
just
speeder.
hard.
Yeah, a lot of games are just hard.
Chris is still gone.
Yes.
Shall we just move forward?
At this point, I don't think we have a choice.
Yeah.
Alright,
we
then.
could just start talking about the anime.
We stalled for long enough.
Indeed.
So, I believe by Mega's fucking victory, we were all fucking sentenced to watching Dragon Ball Super, or the smart ones of us who have already watched it did not rewatch the entirety of it.
That's me.
That's me.
That's not me.
Yeah, because you're an idiot.
Also not me.
Because you didn't watch any of it.
Anyway,
Exactly.
did you not even watch the first episode, Ian?
No, because I know what the gist of Dragon Ball Z is. Or
This is
Dragon Ball in general.
This is why we always say you're a guest.
Well, I mean, by the same token, fucking Chris is going into that territory. He doesn't follow much of the rules either.
He has an
You don't have to
excuse.
follow the... You don't... Yeah. Following the rules has nothing to do with being a guest or not.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, guests
doesn't.
aren't obligated to watch the first episode because they're most likely not
If you
on.
break the rules, you can't be a part of whatever the rules were a part of. That's why the rules are there.
Exactly.
No.
Membership comes with rules. Breaking rules means no membership. But however, the fucking way we get around this is by calling you a guest.
No.
Now, Chris is an exception because he's an asshole.
I don't think he's an exception.
Then how is he still in the Ultra Council?
The Ultra Council is its own entity. Its reach is far beyond just the podcast.
I think it's
We're
fairly
expanding. We haven't invoked it anywhere else. We haven't had a need to. Don't worry, the time will come. The Ultra Council always knows.
Alright, what number am I thinking of?
The Ultra Council will now decide what number you are thinking of.
Please hold.
All right, Mega.
Huh?
Ultra Council. Let's pick a number.
I'll give you a hint. It's between 1 and 2.
1.
I vote for 37, though.
Both of you are
I vote.
wrong.
I vote for 69.
Well, you're not. Firstly, wow. Secondly, you're not part of the Ultra Council. You're a guest.
Thirdly, that number wasn't even between 1 and 2.
I mean, 1.69.
Also not right.
But there is technically an infinite amount of numbers in between 1 and 2, so
Yep.
it's really difficult.
It was 1.00000000002. By the way.
02 is a... never mind. It's going to make a joke. Didn't work out. You gotta know when to hold them, when to fold them. Anyway, Super. I think it's really good.
Oh yeah, if you'd like to skip the anime homework, go to 2 hours, 55 minutes, and 59 seconds.
Yeah, I've enjoyed most of it.
Most of it is really good. It has its problems, and a lot of them that show up, especially during the later arcs, looking at you in entirety, fucking Goku Black arc, and fucking most of the fucking Tournament of Power.
Okay, so before we get to Goku Black, real quick, good things about the show.
How to very clearly put foreshadowing on what's bad.
Get the bad stuff first, that way you get to do
Oh
the good
no,
stuff.
because the bad stuff is going to last way longer.
Yeah, maybe.
That's why you should do it first.
So good thing they died down on the yelling per episode to charge up.
I mean, considering that Super is all original content, yeah.
They don't have that necessity of stalling for time.
Right.
Even though they have a manga technically going.
The manga
yeah,
isn't even, as far as I know, the manga isn't fucking caught up to the anime.
Yeah, no. It's
No,
like a couple chapters behind.
they're in the Tournament of Power currently in the manga.
Yeah,
weird.
but the manga
I don't
hasn't
like
finished yet.
Yeah. But regardless, they haven't fucking fallen into the trap of they had the story laid out, apparently.
Right.
So, what do you want to talk about specifically? The bad first or the good, or what were we doing?
Good
the bad?
first.
The good. Or the ugly.
The good, the bad, or the ugly?
Ugly is bad, technically, so.
Fucking, you don't know your fucking old movie references, Nick?
I don't.
Shame on you. Is that a Western? I think it's a Western.
Yes,
fuck
yes
no.
it is.
It is, yeah.
Okay, good.
In any case, good about the show. The VAs are pretty good. Like, I watched English dub up to where it was, and which was in the middle of the Goku Black arc. And then I watched the sub. Both are pretty damn good. Like,
with the small asterisks on the Japanese, anyway. Like, English dub for Dragon Ball has always been good, as far as I remember.
Yeah.
They've always had stellar cast for Dragon Ball. It's one of the few I'd say always watch the dub over the sub. And yeah, unfortunately, I had only watched up to the beginning of Goku Black Arc because at the time that's where it was.
the only issue I had with the English dub was Chi-Chi's voice is a little too country for me.
She's literally from the sticks. She's the daughter of the
I
Fire
know,
Ox.
I know.
Ox King.
I know it fits her. It's just annoying to me.
She lived out in the sticks as a kid. She still lives in the sticks.
I know. Okay, I know.
The sticks
It's
is
just.
oh, it's really not Japan. Is it Japan?
I think so.
It's a weird quasi Japan.
It's Japan America.
Jamaica.
There you go.
Wasn't that the
Jamaica.
setting of the Big Hero 6 movie?
It was San Fran, Tokyo.
San Fran, Tokyo,
San
I
Francisco,
think.
yeah.
So, technically, Japan, America.
I don't see much American influence in like Dragon Ball universe.
I mean, they eat burgers.
Don't think that's so uncommon in.
But do they eat jelly donuts?
They eat a lot of rice in the show. Yes.
In any case, generally good things about the show. Animation's pretty good. Art style's
At
good.
times, there are times when it's not so good.
I have not noticed any bad animation in the show.
Okay.
There was that one episode very early on when it first came out that everyone was like, "What the hell happened?"
I mean, that was in comparison to the movie, which, by the way,
Consensus.
I think that was like episode 4 or 5.
The consensus always has been and will be that the movies generally have much better animation, just not as much of the story.
No.
The story-
I mean, for Super, like it was just one specific episode where
I'm
Beerus
just talking in general.
well, yeah, obviously, but there was the episode where Beerus first shows up and Goku challenges him. The animation in that fight was like really, really bad.
Yeah. I don't think they repeated anything of that magnitude for
No, it
longer
was-
than a frame at times. Like there are certain frames that look bad, but it's only when people are super nitpicking it.
But it was only for that one episode, though.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
had the problem.
in general, the animation is good. Voice actors are good. Sound design's pretty nice.
I like the story too. I know a lot of people have a lot of problems with a lot of things that happen in the later parts, especially Tournament of Power. I liked it. It was entertaining.
Yeah. All right, so let's go arc by arc.
I do. I mean, you want? Okay, let's do arc by arc. Yeah, fine.
All right, so first arc. Beerus,
Battle of the Gods.
Yeah.
Pretty
Beerus
much.
versus Goku.
Beerus shows up and is a big ass motherfucker. Says, "I'm gonna destroy everything." Then they use the power of fucking Saiyan ritual, satanic worship, whatever the fuck, to make Goku red.
Pretty much, like they all touch Goku. Like they pretty much all like give him energy in order to be able to do it.
They use the power of an unborn Saiyan.
Yeah, Pan.
I would have had more
which is
concerns
when-
about maybe to fuck some
Which is
things.
when they reveal that Pan is still canon because GT.
Yeah, they reinvented Pan in a way where she's not annoying, I guess.
Yet.
So, yeah. The arc itself is pretty fucking good. It just elongates the story and changes some things up from the actual movie. Obviously, animation's not
like
as
pretty
good,
much pretty much making the fight between Goku and Beerus longer, especially when they're in space fighting.
Yeah. I forget what was the reason they fought in the TV version? It wasn't pudding, right? Like in the movie, it was pudding.
They still kind of kept the premise where Beerus wanted to eat something, but Boo beat him to it.
Was it still that? Okay.
Yeah, it was still that.
believe so.
Like, Boo is still the catalyst. It's just that.
It was on a cruise ship, not a fucking backyard party.
Yeah, that was the only difference.
Okay. Then
I didn't really like the first arc.
really?
Yeah, I felt like it dragged on too much.
I kind of felt the same as well, because like I remember watching the anime movie and then just watching the first arc in Super. At one point I thought the fight was gonna be done, but then they just like dragged it on more. And I was like, okay, I kind of had enough with the fight a little bit.
Yeah, it was the same for me, where like I watched the movie and all I could think about while watching the anime was like comparing it to the movie, and like how much better paced the movie was than the anime. Like the anime had to introduce or reintroduce Pilaf and whatnot, as well as a couple other things.
Okay,
like,
yeah, I don't understand Pilaf.
I still find it funny that they brought back Pilaf out of nowhere.
I mean, Pilaf's kind of my favorite character.
I don't like him at all, though. I really
the
don't
thing
like
is-
how they keep focusing on Pilaf, like at those fucking beginning of the arcs.
Like it's even when the movie first came out, like I didn't expect to see Pilaf at all. And then the fact that he's just there, sometimes like it's funny, but sometimes it's like, okay, yeah, you're still there.
Like, my favorite thing about the show is that Pilaf finally got his wish. It was a shitty wish, but like he still got it.
Yeah.
Since he's been pining for like I've never watched Dragon Ball or like Dragon Ball Z besides the abridged version, so didn't really know Pilaf at all.
Pilaf was more Dragon Ball. I don't think he shows up in Z at all.
But even still, like it felt really good seeing him just like ecstatic about finally getting a wish. And like finally achieving his goal.
All this time.
Yeah,
And then,
like
it backfires massively.
like even without experiencing all that stuff in Z or original Dragon Ball, I could still tell like he was really pining for that. That was executed well.
What was it?
And then
Fucking
it
money
backfired.
and ice cream,
Yeah, money and ice cream, basically.
and then resurrect Frieza.
That was the third one. But
Which
anyway,
goes to the second arc.
first arc was just sort of reintroducing us to characters and getting a sense of what Veggie's like as a family man.
Yeah, Vegeta had a lot of good progression.
Yeah, so that's good.
I still remember the first time I saw Vegeta just freaking out when it came to Beerus.
Yeah. Like, Vegeta's been kind of one note since the beginning of Z.
Oh, I would like to mention one thing that I liked in the first arc. I don't know if you guys are gonna like it as well. Is when we first see Vegeta, Bulma, and Trunks when they're just like going to that where they were like going on vacation.
Yeah.
And then Vegeta's just standing on top of the ship, and Bulma's just like, get in here or else. And then like you just see like everything going upside down, them going in the water, Vegeta just not moving at all.
Yeah, no, that's fun.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed that.
To hit on what you said earlier, Nick, Vegeta being a one-note character, not quite the same. I imagine because it hasn't been covered in fucking DBZA yet. Like in the Boo saga, he had kind of the beginning of that progression.
I know
Yeah.
that, but like for the most part, he's been sort of but my pride, grr.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it was in Z. Like when he started helping everyone out, everyone else, even in the anime movies for Z, it was like that. But further along in Super, like you start seeing Vegeta develop his character more into like caring more about his family and everything.
Right. Like
I think it's specifically that first arc and then Kappa or Copa, whatever the fuck.
Kappa.
Honestly, in my opinion, Vegeta is the one that has more of the character development in Super.
I mean,
Yeah.
he has more character to develop than most any other character.
I don't think Goku changes at all.
No, Goku does not at all. Well, okay, he
Kinda.
slightly in the Tournament of Power, slightly, but Vegeta has the most, and even kind of Gohan has more than Goku.
I mean, Goku's just Goku, you know? Like, the biggest thing that happened to him was, like, he kinda got more, like, he was less inclined to not do teamwork, but otherwise, he's still just Goku.
Well,
Being
Goku did want to, he did want to fight with people in the Tournament of Power at some points, but the people that he wanted to fight along with didn't really want to.
I mean, Goku's just Goku, you know? There's not much to change about him. Like, that's kind of the mainstay of, like, shonen main characters, is that they're
Selfish fighter.
they're like their unrivaled willpower and being able to persist. And so that just kind of defines him. Like, Vegeta and basically every other character in the show are not tied to that, so they can just develop nicely instead.
Yeah. Goku's too simple a character to change.
Yeah.
He's literally the perfect thing for the show. They'll never change him, and that's fine. The only thing that'll ever change is the color of his fucking hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
pretty much.
And it's going through a fucking spectrum these days.
Well, no, his gi also changed at one point.
Yeah, that was actually pretty big. Looking, ooh, it's a new gi. It's got a little
But-
scribble on it.
But besides, well, no, like in Dragon Ball, I believe his gi was blue, and then since Z, it was orange.
Oh yeah, as a kid, he had a different gi.
No,
Yeah.
in the beginning he had orange. I'm pretty sure.
No, Kid Goku had a blue.
When he was a kid, it was blue.
Yeah, in Dragon Ball it was orange. I think.
Dragon Ball
No,
was blue.
Dragon Ball's kid.
GT is orange. And then GT
It seems like Dragon Ball was part orange and part blue.
but it started with blue.
Yeah.
I only know this because it's like Budokai Tenkaichi 3, and the character has a blue thing there. For Dragon Ball, I read the manga, and it's a little difficult. In the
See,
black
for
and white.
Dragon Ball, I have technically 4 of the anime movies, and I have season.
Regardless, his
But
gi
anyway-
changes sometimes. It didn't really change as much.
Occasionally.
Less scribble.
Arc 2 for Super, which is pretty much Resurrection.
Resurrection F.
Resurrection F.
We already slightly touched on it. Pilaf fucking resurrects Frieza and gets ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
And then Gohan tries to pretty much be like his dad and protect everyone, which doesn't turn out well.
Gohan tries to be good, then realizes he didn't practice enough, and then he's not good, then he gets shot. The coolest thing to happen in this arc is the fact that fucking Captain Ginyu comes back.
That's so fucking pointless! Oh my god!
I'm going to say this right now. Going from the
Young.
first arc to the second arc, I was like, okay, just like what happened with the first arc in the first movie, there's probably going to be a couple new things from Resurrection F and the second arc. I did not expect Ginyu at all, and I laughed and facepalmed at the same time.
It makes sense, though.
The introduction of Ginyu is so fucking pointless.
Listen, it makes sense, though. Even Team 4-Star made the joke in their fucking series that fucking, the people who were killed got brought back in that very generic wish. Jesus. It makes sense. Don't know where the fuck Nappa is, but hell, there you go.
I mean, it makes sense, but for the purposes of that arc, it's so fucking pointless. Like,
It's so good.
Tagoma was already super strong and kicking everyone's ass, so if they just wanted to show the power of Super Saiyan Blue, then they could have just killed him off. But they were like, oh no, we gotta bring back Ginyu and kill off this character who's actually kind of cool and has ties to Frieza, because that's fucking cool, I guess, but it's so fucking pointless.
It's so good.
Here's the thing. I actually stand by both your opinions on this. I just don't know which one I side with more. Because I do like the fact that they brought him back. Just for, even if it was just for a little bit. But with Ginyu doing what he did with that with the other character, it's literally the same boat. I'm literally torn on everything. Because it's like nostalgia with Ginyu from Z when I was a kid to like why bring him back in a way.
Like, for nostalgia points, sure, bring him back. But you don't have to bring him back as Tagoma, because Tagoma is already a scary character who was kicking everyone's ass.
But he's not charismatic.
Who cares?
Everyone.
The point of having Tagoma get killed, or Ginyu or whatever, was to show the power of Super Saiyan Blue and how powerful that is comparatively to like everyone else. But they just had to fucking bring back Ginyu instead of Tagoma.
It's a nod, isn't it? Like fucking, we kind of recognize that this should have happened earlier with that super generic wish.
I mean, it's a nod, but it doesn't really change anything. It's just, oh, it's Ginyu instead of Tagoma. You know, Tagoma who we've been building up. It's so fucking pointless to just throw him away like that.
It's fan service. It's great. Also, I'm not biased. Not the point of the fact that I play fucking fighting game with him in it.
Like, it's just so stupid to have Ginyu instead of Tagoma, since both of them filled the same role.
Why are you writing Tagoma's dick?
Because Tagoma actually got built up as, like, someone who could fight Frieza and get stronger with him.
He could fight Frieza. He could survive Frieza. That was it.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Goku did it.
Vegeta did it. Goku and Vegeta, Super Saiyans.
Gohan did it.
Yeah, he's also a Saiyan.
Do it.
Krillin died. What are you talking about? Krillin died. What are you talking about?
Do it. I said didn't do it.
Like, tyranny of the world.
Trunks did it. Trunks did it.
He's a Saiyan.
He's a shitty Saiyan.
Still a Saiyan.
But Goku's a Saiyan. Vegeta's a Saiyan. They lost.
Yeah, well, the Saiyans are like the only one who can stand up to Frieza. Frieza was like the big daddy boss of Dragon Ball Z.
Really, he wasn't. He was the big daddy boss of his arc, and then they retconned everything around it.
But like Tagoma, like just throwing in Ginyu is just like a slap in the face to Tagoma, which sucks.
Which is great though, because Ginyu is so much better.
But Ginyu's not actually that much better.
He is. Like fucking
bodies.
Like Ginyu's a side grade to Tagoma, really.
Well, think of it like this. You could say that, sure, but fucking I enjoy the charismatic dancing fool more than the super edgy fucking family.
I mean, that's fine, but why couldn't Ginyu get brought back in some other way? You know, not destroying Tagoma, because Tagoma's actually kind of cool.
Because he was powerful, and Ginyu wanted a powerful body.
That's pretty much Ginyu's gimmick.
Yeah.
Where he realizes that he can't win against someone. He's going to injure himself even further, and then I'll be like, hey, I want your body now.
I get that's his gimmick.
That's fucking history. It's not even his original body. Like, he does it so much, he keeps jumping from higher power level to higher power level.
Yeah, like, who knows how his original body was?
No one. Except maybe the creators, but that's just a lore tidbit. Fucking, it's what he does. It made sense. It was great. It was a nod to an old fucking thing that should have happened sometime earlier. Loved it. We're just sitting here talking about fucking Ginyu.
Because it was Ginyu's moment to shine at that point.
Yeah, then he just gets killed like 5 seconds later. Oh boy, Ginyu's back dead.
And then
congratulations, you're dead.
And then at one point, Goku Vegeta just shows up. Frieza reveals that he's been training for the first time, and then reveals Golden
form.
Yeah.
Which roughly gives us a bit more fucking damage and not really much else.
but then realizes that he hasn't gotten full control over it because of the enormous power he has, which then Frieza's about to lose until technically Frieza wins by destroying the Earth.
Well, before that, we have one of probably the top 10 most bullshit moments in Dragon Ball Super, which is fucking, what's his fucking name?
Whis.
Not Whis.
Oh, you mean
The fucking soldier dude.
Yeah. Oh, what's his? Oh shit.
The dude who literally fucking takes out Goku with the laser.
I think it's Frieza's right hand man. What's his name?
Fucking his name's not important. What's important is that a fucking puny ass laser pierced Goku. In blue.
After everything that happened during the fight, it's like pew,
and then fucking pierces his heart, and then world reset after Frieza destroys it.
Well, Whis reveals that he can reverse time.
Yeah,
for like,
it's
what
an
is it?
important
5 minutes?
part later.
5-10 minutes?
It was 3.
3 minutes.
Okay. And then pretty much stops everything from happening.
Best part about it's a bullshit moment. Best part about it though is it's a move in fucking fighters.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, well you can use Golden Frieza for like 3 meter, and once it runs out, which rarely happens, Frieza will fall down on the floor like he's dying or something, and if you use another meter, he'll shoot a laser, and it does a sizable amount of damage.
Oh, damn.
It's pretty good.
I like Frieza's I like Frieza's golden form and how they introduced it, since it's like the antithesis of his character. Like Frieza's the prince. He's so
honestly,
cocky.
Honestly, I like the fact that Frieza actually decided to train for once.
Yeah.
To try to surpass Goku in a way.
Like, he's so cocky, but even after his defeat, he's like, I need to get revenge. So he trains up as much as possible. Well, not as much as possible, but he's still too cocky in the end, and that's his downfall. Because despite him being the prince and thinking, oh, he's the ultimate life form and whatnot, even in golden form,
like the emperor of the universe.
Yeah. He's still, like, unable to beat Goku because he's still just too cocky and goes in before he's ready.
Vegeta.
Like, it's to the point that Goku and even Vegeta realizes that Frieza can't even win, so they don't really do anything about it until Frieza realizes it.
Yeah.
I hate how it looks, though. I don't like it.
I mean, instead of a purple dildo, he's a golden dildo.
Instead of white, he's fucking gold.
And then, pretty much after all that happens, at the end of the arc, Gohan realizes that he needs to train again, and then asks Piccolo to help.
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes to, I guess, the third arc, which is a small tournament against...
Yeah, Tournament of Destroyers, Universe 6 versus Universe 7.
The Gods Destroyer tournament, whatever.
The brothers.
Chris finally leave?
Nope, Iggy.
No,
Okay.
Iggy was the one that left.
That's peculiar. Whatever.
Maybe it's an omen.
Which in that arc, we got introduced to a lot of the characters that look similar to people from Universe 7, like Frost and Hit.
The universe, what is it, 7 or 6? 6 or 7?
7 is Dragon Ball universe, and 6 is pretty much who
they learn about the counterparts in the multiverse.
Right.
And the Super Dragon Balls.
So the fights in Tournament of Destroyers are pretty good.
Some of the fights are good. There's one off the top of my head that I wasn't like very big on.
I mean, Botamo.
I don't. Who's
Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, not good.
Well,
I'd argue the giant fucking machine dude, not great either.
For me, it was his Vegeta's fight against him. It wasn't that big for me.
I liked the character Frost. I don't think his fight was that interesting.
I mean, he used a weapon, whatever.
Honestly,
like, best fights are Kaba versus Vegeta and Goku versus Hit. Yep. Kaba versus Vegeta is my favorite from the arc, though.
Awesome.
Hit is honest. Okay, when it got to the point that I found out who does Hit's voice in the English dub, I instantly smiled.
Who does Hit?
Matthew Mercer.
I have no idea who that is.
Leon from Resident Evil.
Never played that game.
The guy from Geek and Sundry.
He also did a couple of voices in Naruto.
Fucking
Shippuden.
He's all over the place, basically.
Fucking voice acting, such a close community fucking thing.
But yeah, I just smiled so much that I had to look at how he is as Hit's character, which I have no problem with in the English dub. But yeah, like for me, like that small arc was the one that I didn't mind. Like I like some of the obviously I like Hit and everything, but it's just some of the fights that happens for between 7 and 6 is just eh. But it did introduce Bears did introduce that one character that was telling Goku he's the strongest in Universe 7.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't remember the character's name, but Beerus introduces a character just to kind of motivate Goku to train a lot more.
Oh, the guy that was supposedly stronger. The fucking
Yeah, but really he's just like a delivery guy.
yeah. It was one of the funniest fucking things in Super, actually. Fucking when they were talking about his boobs or something. It came out such a left field. Like, why is Dragon Ball making a boob joke?
Honestly, the one thing I kind of find funny is when Hit ends up going against him in the finals. Hit pretty much realizes like it's not worth it, and just like eliminates himself.
Yep. Perpetuates the lie.
And everyone's just like, what the fuck? And then they get the Universe 7 gets the wish for the Super Dragon Balls, which I believe was to restore Earth in Universe 6.
It was to make Earth, yeah, like the Universe 7's Earth. Although that really won't help for a while until they develop a civilization and make food.
It's implied that that's what happened.
I don't know.
Anyway, Veggie getting character development versus Kaba, great.
Oh, I like the back and forth with Vegeta and Kappa. Like I really like their interaction.
It's done so much better than fucking Vegeta's brother.
Yeah, who's just like, oh hey, I'm your brother.
I didn't even know that existed until after Super, but it was really bad.
Yeah.
Oh no, that I even watched that. No,
I'm your brother. Here's my
the
wife.
legitimate fucking kind of like fucking flip that does for Vegeta, where it's like, oh, I'm the last of the Saiyans, along with fucking a few other idiots in our offspring.
Oh,
And then it's like, oh, there's a whole nother universe where the Saiyans aren't destroyed. That's pretty good.
I'm your brother.
I'm also alive.
It's a good character moment.
Oh,
which is
actually,
continued later.
there's one thing I forgot to mention in between the first 2 arcs that kind of made me laugh in a way.
What's that?
Which is when Hercule was pretty much telling everyone that he's the one that stopped Beerus from destroying the Earth.
Oh, speaking of Hercule.
To the point where in his imagination he became a Super Saiyan, which honestly didn't look that bad.
Have you seen Super Saiyan Nappa? It doesn't look that bad either.
Wait, he doesn't have any hair.
Yeah, he grows a beard. It's fucking weird. He has a Super Saiyan mustache and beard.
Hmm.
It was
The further he goes, the more that beard goes.
It was a funny thing in Fighters.
I saw the dialogue between Gotenks and Nappa when Gotenks is like, "This is how you become a Super Saiyan."
Face the power of the beard.
But Nick, you were saying, speaking of Hercule?
Oh yeah, Boo falling to sleep is so bullshit.
Oh, that was weird.
Yeah.
Like every time Boo falls asleep, it's so frustrating because I want to see Boo actually do things because he's Boo, which we do get a little bit of in the Universe Exhibition match.
Yeah.
But otherwise, he's just falling asleep all the time, which sucks because Boo is such an awesome fighter. I like to see him fight. He's like kind of creative with stuff too.
And what is it? It takes like a month for him to wake up.
Something.
I mean,
like
depending on when he falls asleep and with what. But yeah, no, it's just frustrating Boo having to continually fall asleep. I can get that it's funny to some people, but it's just annoying to me.
Yeah, when that happened later on near the Tournament of Power, I was like, okay, come on.
What was it this time?
That was Iggy again.
Welcome back, friend.
When did I cut off?
Just now.
Right after Mega finished talking.
Oh, I was gonna say fucking. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I was expecting him to like wake up at some point. I didn't realize he actually got disqualified when he fell asleep.
Who, Boo?
Yeah.
Yeah, he couldn't participate because, he's sleeping.
Yeah, I expected him to wake up at some point.
Nah.
Didn't happen.
But he did not.
Yeah.
Anyway, to finish off the Tornado Destroyers arc, we get Goku having some daddy moments, or Grandpa Goku moments, which is nice, as well as, Daddy Piccolo being a thing.
Yeah, Daddy Piccolo.
Which character development, yay.
More like Uncle Piccolo.
I could go with either Daddy Piccolo or Uncle Piccolo.
Well, when you say daddy, it sounds weird.
It's not that weird. Daddy Piccolo.
Grandfather Piccolo.
Nah.
Cousin Piccolo.
And then we get to the Gowasu arc.
Oh, Golasu?
Gowasu.
Golasu.
No,
Okay, so
Gowasu.
Gonna translate idiot to English, the Goku Black arc.
Which,
I mean, technically speaking, before that...
Currently, right now, there's that joke going around with something that's said in that arc.
I mean, there's like a little bit of filler in between them, but Gowasu.
There's like 2 episodes of filler. There's like, I don't remember what the first one was, but the second one was a Dr. Slump episode.
Yeah.
No,
I Dr.
Oh, yeah,
Slump's
Dr.
after the Gowasu arc.
I don't know if it's this one or if it's after the Goku Black arc, but I know there's a Yamcha filler.
Was there?
Yes, remember Universe 6 against Universe 7 in baseball, which is
Oh,
Yamcha.
fuck, there was a baseball
The
episode.
baseball episode's between Gowasu and Tournament Power.
Who the fuck
Okay,
is
I actually could not remember in between where that was.
Gowasu's the Kaioshin for Universe 10.
I don't know what you're
Yeah.
saying. You're saying it wrong, though.
The Kai
One,
from Universe
yeah,
10. Supreme Kai.
Supreme Kai in training.
Yeah. No. Wait. Yes. Wait. No.
maybe.
Wait, no.
He was
Supreme
in
Kai
training.
in training is Zamasu.
Possibly.
Supreme Kai is Gowasu.
Anyways, yes,
Ignore that idiot.
the arc starts with us in the future with Future Trunks and Bulma, which ends up dying.
Future Bulma.
Which then Trunk goes back in time to go see everyone. Kind of freaks out when he sees Goku, and pretty much asks everyone for help again. And then pretty much after some interactions with everyone, and Goku showing Trunks that he can go to Super Saiyan 3, then Vegeta kind of proves that Super Saiyan Blue is all the rave at this point. After all that, they end up going back and see if they can stop Goku Black, which then insert joke that's going around here. They realize that Goku Black is really, really powerful.
Also, this arc gave way to one of the best moments in the entire show, which I have linked.
You mean the joke that I haven't said yet?
Oh, not even that one. There's 2 good moments in this. Well,
No.
there's 3 notable moments.
The one that you put is the one that I'm referencing a little bit, where everyone's about to shoot Goku.
It's so good.
Yep.
Honestly, I think in the dub, out of everything I've seen, I think that's my favorite moment, just because of how it sounds. But yeah, and then they try to determine who Goku Black really is, which then it's revealed who kind of, and then they go stop him. Nick, if you would like to say his name, because I actually don't know how to say it.
Are you talking about
Zamasu?
Zamasu? Or
Yeah.
Zamas, as Trunks likes to say.
To which
Does he?
then
Yeah, he shorts
when
it
they go
in the dub.
to which then when they go back and to the future again just to fight him, it's revealed that because of what Goku did, it kind of angered him, and then kind of
He was
wished,
a shitty Kai anyway.
yeah. But hey, we at least got to see Super Saiyan Rage Trunks. I think it's what his form was called.
The weird fucking beat the monster form that he got.
A mixture of Super Saiyan and a little bit of blue.
It's
Because
like
there was-
grade. It's like grade 4 Super Saiyan 2 or 1.
Yeah, because just like with the Super Saiyan aura and then like some of the blue in it. Although I did read that the form is called Super Saiyan Rage.
Super Saiyan Rage. You mean just Super Saiyan?
Well,
Just
I'm just going
angry
by-
guys.
But yeah, that happens after the fusion between Goku and Vegeta can't even really win.
Which fusion was it? Because there is two fusions.
It was the
between-
earring one. So I believe this was Vegito that we saw.
Yeah.
Which honestly, I was actually very happy to see Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. And just when everyone thought that they were going to win, the future got destroyed.
Into a weird fucking LSD fucking dreamscape.
So technically, you can say that the bad guys won in this arc because pretty much the future got destroyed completely.
Oh yeah, no, they didn't fix it. Right? But I forget actually what happened.
So
Well, no.
Trunks and Mai go to like a part way. Like Whis takes them to a place right before Zamasu starts to do his stuff, and so there's
Which
now two
means-
Trunks and two Mai
Yeah,
in
there's
that
two-
timeline.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's right. That's weird.
So I really liked this arc, except the ending of the arc.
I have
Like-
a question though about this arc.
Uh-huh.
How did Yajirobe survive in the future for this long?
He's Yajirobe.
Yeah.
He's the guy that fucking cut Vegeta's tail. What do you mean?
I did not expect Yajirobe to still be alive at that point.
No one takes him seriously. Why would anyone go after him
No,
specifically?
I'm not insulting Yajirobe or anything. I know what he's done and stuff. It's just he's not someone I would have expected.
It's pretty funny. There's that scene in the fucking arc where it's like Goku's like, "What's a kiss?" It's pretty fucking funny.
Never kissed Chi-Chi. Anyway, I really like this arc for all the fights and all the like future Trunks stuff and the future being so like desolate and like all that stuff so good and so awesome and like I got super hyped for every single fight because like they could win but they could win but they could barely win. It was so fucking cool. And if the arc ended when Trunks did his whole Z Sword, you know, destroying Zamasu and Goku Black together thing when they were fused, then arc would have been fantastic in my eyes, and then they could have like had everyone from the future go back to the past, and then it was going to be great, and you know they could live in the past, and then Trunks could be in the next arcs as well, and that would have been cool. But no, what happens is that Zamasu, he's still around, and he becomes like the universe, and then they just get fucking second Zeno-sama to destroy everything and make the arc entirely pointless.
This spawns a very weird thing that didn't need to happen in second Zeno-sama. Don't know what the fuck the point of second Zeno-sama is.
There is no point. It was basically
One Zeno-sama is still as strong as two Zeno. Well, other way around. Two is still as strong as one. Infinite and infinite are still infinite.
It was basically just to have some comedic relief, I guess, between the two Zeno-samas, and like they're kind of funny together, but like it's so pointless having like the Goku Black arc is basically a filler arc because nothing impactful happens in it that affects the rest of the
I'm
show.
gonna be.
Well, here's one thing. I liked the arc, and I thought it was at least like a change of pace of the whole. Oh, hey, they need to stop the bad guys.
Here's
in the
another
end.
tournament.
But then they end up failing to do so. So it's pretty much you're seeing them suffering defeat for the first time, which is something I actually like seeing, which is something completely new as well.
Not
They get their ass
really.
handed to them every time.
like
Every time.
they've lost so many times.
Actually, how many times has Goku really won? There was a whole fucking discussion on this. He hasn't
Well,
won
no,
that
No,
much.
but here's the thing. Every time they end up meeting a new villain, like Frieza, Cell, they end up getting killed. Gohan stops Cell, Goku stops Frieza, Kid Buu gets defeated, etc., etc. So the good guys end up always ends up winning in the end. But in this arc, when you thought that they won, then the future gets destroyed, meaning they failed to actually stop someone.
Yeah, but what's the point of that? Like, overall? Because that's the ending of the arc.
It's something new. And it's something that a lot of people probably didn't
It's not a good conclusion, though.
It might be something new, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's good. Like,
I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, no,
well,
like...
the thing is, I'm not saying that it was a good way of ending the arc. I'm just saying it felt different seeing the Z fighters at least not being able to succeed in something.
They've failed a lot of times in the past, though.
But they still end up stopping past villains.
Well,
like, technically,
not the show continues.
Technically, if you think about it, the only villain that you haven't seen after they got defeated is Cell. Because they stopped Boo. Boo's still around. They stopped Kid Boo, but then Oob gets mentioned.
Didn't fucking Cell get resurrected, though? So you may not see him, but you know he died.
No, Gohan defeats him. Remember, the father and son Kamehameha.
Yeah, I mean, at least in games, there's fucking, like, especially in, like, fucking, what was it? Xenoverse? It's like in, I don't know how canon that is. Fucking Cell gets revived. It's like, okay, yeah, so Cell died. We know that for sure.
So for me, like, while I'm not big on the ending, I still found some enjoyment in that ending.
Like, for the purposes of storytelling, it doesn't accomplish anything. Like, oh, the future gets destroyed. That means that Trunks is gonna stay in the past. But no, he just gets sent off to a different future instead. Now there's two Trunks and two Miles there.
That part I didn't like because I was actually hoping that future Trunks would stick around.
I mean, there wouldn't be much of a point.
Well, they could have. Well, yeah, with Kid Trunks.
They could have used him in the Tournament of Power, which would have been a lot better than fucking Roshi.
Or Frieza. Frieza is okay.
Frieza was good because he was kind of healed.
Honestly, I would rather see Tien out of that and replaced with Trunks.
Maybe.
We'll get to the Tournament of Power later, but for now...
Yeah.
Like,
well, we're getting close to it.
I mean, the entire Goku Black arc is basically just a filler arc because nothing really... impactful happens. Okay, so we get new Zeno-sama. That doesn't change anything. We get Trunks, but he just goes back to the future.
You could skip over, and they don't even make reference to it later, so...
Yeah. Like, we don't get any new forms. We don't get any character development.
Well, technically we do somewhat get a new form with Trunks.
Okay, and we don't get any new lasting forms. Because Trunks just goes back to the future. Yeah. Like, throughout every single arc in Dragon Ball, there's been something happening. At least for arcs that aren't fillers. For instance, going through Z, first arc, we get fucking Saiyans being a thing.
Okay, we get the point.
Fine. Yeah, whatever. But basically, we've gotten at least a new form or like character development or something throughout all of the other arcs in Dragon Ball.
Actually, in the first arc of Z, you don't really see anything new except the fact that Goku... well, no,
Saiyans being a thing.
Saiyan, so technically that's not a new thing.
It is new.
It is new.
Saiyans were... The whole thing was retconned.
No, the fact that there's still other Saiyans that's still alive, yes, that's new. But the bigger thing in the first arc of Z is Piccolo helping...
What about Gohan? Gohan was new.
No, but I mean, like, character development-wise, Piccolo's the one that had more of this.
Yeah, that's character development. That's something new.
There was so much character development in fucking first arc.
Yeah. Like, the Goku Black arc has, like, no character development. Like, everyone just stays the same.
Brother killed his brother, got a son. And then let his son get fucking abducted by an alien.
Yeah, that's beside the point.
That that pretty much did a hard training on him.
Anyway, every other arc in Dragon Ball has had something happening, like new form, character development, something new.
Something lasting.
Right, something that has an effect on the rest of the show going forward. But Goku Black arc has nothing. Like, I mean, they could call back to it later with like, oh hey, Trunks is back, but they could have just said, hey, Trunks is back then. So like, it's like, the entire arc is basically just a filler arc. Like, there's been no payoff on it. Like, it could pay off later, but at the current
I was
moment,
gonna
no payoff.
say this at some point. It's my least favorite arc because they go back and forth through the future so many times. It gets so annoying. Like, so little happens in this arc.
Like, the fights themselves are good, but they time hop like a little too much.
They did it like
Future's
fucked.
times.
Here's how it goes. It's Future's fucked. Go get Goku and Vegeta. They come, they get fucked, they go back. They're right, we're gonna do this again. They get fucked, they go back. And it's like, all right, let's go do it again, and then they win.
It's like 3-4 times that they do it.
It's so bad.
And then Whis and Beerus is there the whole time, like, oh, you shouldn't do that. It's against the law.
Yeah, space law. Man.
And then we get more fillers.
Dr. Slump. Fucking weird.
But basically, I like the arc, but it's basically a filler arc.
It is a filler arc, but basically
Yeah.
it is.
But even I'm going to agree that's a filler arc.
It was interesting, and if you're going to talk about effect, fucking Goku Black is in Fighters. I believe Zamasu is coming to Fighters too. So that's cool.
And then we get the reveal of the Tournament of Power.
Well, first off,
Also
Universe
known
Exhibition
as-
arc.
Fucking, what is it? The Tournament of Conveniences.
Hey. Anyway, Universe Exhibition arc. That's the one with.
Oh yeah, the three people from Universe 7 and the three
Yeah.
people from 8 or 9.
It was 9, and then there's also Toppo there. Which, by the way, Toppo was there because he was a Universe Destroyer in training, which is cool.
Yeah, pretty much like what I got the gist of Universe 9 is they are not fair in fighting, and Gohan at least had one of his moments, one of his first few moments in the arc, which I actually liked.
Yeah,
And
Gohan fights highlight.
And I was very impressed when Topo had a little fight against Goku.
It was interesting.
Best part about it was Gohan relearning to fight, and all the steps along with that.
Yeah, especially when he had to like make sure that he didn't use too much power, but then he's like, all right, screw it, I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna say this right now, Gohan is my favorite character. So there's a lot of stuff that happens in the Tournament of Power when it comes to Gohan that made me happy.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to when he, like, after those fights, he tells Goku that he's gonna go meet up with Piccolo and ask him. When he gets there, Piccolo already knows why he's there. He already accepts the join, and pretty much says that he's gonna train Gohan like how he used to. And then we start seeing kind of like a new side of Gohan, which is what we should have seen after Teen Gohan beat Cell.
Yeah.
So I started liking it more.
Realistically, how much stronger can any of the humans be at this point? Like, you got to be a Saiyan to participate at this rate. They really shouldn't have been many.
That's my favorite thing about the Tournament of Power, by the way.
It's the thing I'm not taking. It's one of the things that just doesn't make sense.
Well, here's the thing: when you see, if you think about everyone that was in the Universe 7 team, we had 3 Earthlings, which is Krillin, Tien, and Roshi.
Should not have been there.
Honestly, I feel like Tien is the one that doesn't make sense. Roshi makes a little bit of sense.
How does Krillin make sense?
No.
He can hide his energy.
Well, Krillin at one point was known as the strongest Earthling.
Like, pure-blooded Earthling? Probably, sure. It's pure-blooded strong Earthling doesn't mean jack shit to the tournament.
But then you also had 2 kind of androids at this point with 18 and 17.
They're in the same fucking vein as humans. They shouldn't be all that powerful.
I mean, their gimmick is that they have infinite energy.
I mean, infinite energy, sure, but the ability to do anything with it.
I mean,
they couldn't be
Go's shields are
They
nice.
couldn't be Cell. Also, stop using the Japanese name.
I'm using it. It makes more sense to me.
It's so much more cumbersome.
Look, at least I'm not saying Chu Hachuga as well. All right.
We also have Piccolo that was in the team.
Piccolo also doesn't make sense since there's nowhere in the Namekians for him to swallow.
Then there was a couple Saiyans, which is obviously Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan.
The only contenders.
And then we
Never
were
mind,
going to have,
Frieza's a contender.
we were going to have Boo, but then he fell asleep again,
Yeah.
and then it was replaced with Frieza.
See, Boo, good choice. Frieza, good choice. They have fucking untapped power we have yet to see.
And it was Goku's idea to bring Frieza, and everyone was like, "Oh no, 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 no!"
Humans who are out of practice or fucking too old, who have long since become overshadowed, not great choices,
I mean,
especially
the
for the
thing
narrative.
is, they didn't
But
know anyone else.
Well,
They did-
at least
Just
at
didn't-
least they didn't go Yamcha.
Yeah, he was sad about it.
Yeah, like pretty much after like at the end of like a couple of episodes, like, oh man, it's like they're gonna come ask me, and it's like, oh, maybe I should deny it at first, decline at first. Like, no, there should be everything, and then they're like begging me, and then like a couple of episodes later, it's like, why haven't they come and asked me yet? Like they know where I am. Until
Yamcha's a sad existence.
what was it? Roshi goes up to him and asks if Prod can help him in training.
Oh,
Which
fuck
was
that.
which was to
weird.
get over his female moment.
There's a weird pseudo bestiality thing in Dragon Ball,
Yeah.
dating back to the original with fucking what's the pig's name?
Oolong.
Oolong.
Oolong wishing for panties.
Panties, and I believe he has the ability to shapeshift. I don't think he
Yeah,
fucking ever
can.
uses that outside of fucking Dragon Ball.
No, we've seen Puar do it a lot more.
Why do they? I don't get fucking. I didn't watch Near Dragon Ball, and I've forgotten long since. Why do they have the magical ability to shapeshift?
I will say I want to see season 1, and I don't even know.
I don't think it's ever explained. They just can do it. So that's peculiar. And it's really only turned into fucking girls. Oolong turned into Bulma. Fucking War turned into a girl from Master Roshi.
Which, in a way, actually helped for the Tournament of Power for his
It was
episode that he had.
strange. Master Roshi had strange fights.
I'm gonna say this right now. The main episode that they had for Master Roshi, where he almost died at the very end, I actually really liked that episode.
Made sense. He almost died.
And the fact that Krillin, who's eliminated at this point, was just like freaking out because Roshi, well, at this point he will die, and even Goku, who's fighting someone else, stops fighting just to go see Master Roshi after like his things happened. It was the one point where Goku pretty much stopped fighting someone to actually go help someone.
Because he's a good guy, I guess.
Which then they kind of pulled the Dragon Ball Evolution, but they kind of did it in the better way.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Revive Roshi.
Well, yeah, because in Evolution, Master Roshi uses the Kamehameha to revive Goku, while in
How does that work?
Energy.
It's a live action movie, whatever.
In Evolution, the Kamehameha uses air, so air for it.
Oh.
I don't know why I remember that. But in the episode, Goku used a little bit of Ki Blast to recharge his heart.
I mean, to be fair, he also did that on himself.
Yeah, back with Hit.
No, but that's why I said in that episode it makes more sense. Because it's like a little bit of Ki Blast just to start someone's heart.
I don't know. It works.
Anyway, my favorite part of the Tournament of Power is that we get to see all the characters who got left behind from all the power creep of Super Saiyans and whatnot actually do something and fight.
It didn't make sense.
Well, here's the thing.
Who else are they going to bring along?
I know.
Okay, here's the thing.
There's no fear of death because they said, "Oh, no killing people allowed." So, and even if they did die, they could just bring them back with Dragon Ball. So what's the point? Like, bring them along.
Well, here's the thing, okay? Everyone that was in the Universe 7 team had kind of their one episode. Frieza kind of didn't, but Tien, I feel, didn't have his as well. Even though, yes. Well, no, he did have one, but I feel like that episode was not well done. Because his thing ended with him eliminating himself just to eliminate someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's kind of a nod to Chaozu's thing.
I don't. It's not the shots. It's not the fact that they fucking hate Tien.
I
Yeah,
guess.
Tien they just keep burying Tien.
There's a great, I believe it's Plague of Gripes video about this. Fucking, he did like 3-part series on fucking Super over the time it was coming out. The first one started out with just like fucking everyone hates Tien because they constantly shaft him in every way. His fucking in Battle of fucking Resurrection F, I think the movie version. Fucking Tien gets destroyed. Fucking during Tien's fucking episode where they're going to recruit him, he kind of gets shafted there too because he doesn't get any spotlight. And then in the Tournament of Power, he also gets shafted because.
Well, now only that, like if you think of Dragon Ball, like the original, Tien had his stuff. Like Tien was a decent character to have, and then in Z we didn't really see anything, and it was to the point where during the Cell saga, he shows up out of nowhere just to stall for I think it was Piccolo to escape.
Fucking keycode hooded into fucking Earth.
Yeah, and it's like, Tien, where the hell did you come from?
Off screen, where he was only allowed to be.
So, like, I kind of disappointed in Tien's episode during the Tournament of Power because we didn't really see him do anything new.
He used power. It's like, well, I mean, he used the multiplication technique, which is. It's interesting. If only it didn't carry such a giant ass penalty.
Okay, every move that Tien has a giant penalty. His key attack drains his energy.
It's almost like it's
very
the only
badly.
one that kind of makes sense with the human physique. Giant ass fucking moves that do magical bullshit, kind of destroying you. Makes sense. Really, it does. It's the only one.
Like for the Tournament of Power, like there's some episodes I really, really enjoyed, and then there's some episodes that was just
Some of them just happen. The Tournament of Power is such a wide buffet of different flavors, from fucking super serious battles to fucking whatever happened with Roshi and those diva people.
Yeah. Oh, you mean the girls from Universe 2?
Fuck if I know.
That was all about like love.
The fucking
like,
the magical girls.
It was
Sailor Moon.
Tsurosa, Kinkaku, and someone else? Ribrianne?
The Tumblr universe for becoming ugly is the fucking epitome of beauty.
And then later on they had that one episode where the 3 guys from Universe 2 just transforms into what the girls did.
That was funny.
It was.
It was Brienne, Sankaku, and Tsuros.
It's like
Brienne being the main one out of the 3. But then about halfway through the tournament, we had the first preview of Goku versus Jiren, which was a 2-parter that got showed one after another. Where the first episode, Goku couldn't really do much, and then the second episode was after falling through the spirit bomb, and it blew up. Goku came back with kind of
Ultra
Ultra
Instinct.
Well, not fully Ultra Instinct.
He did well. It's Ultra Instinct. It's just an unmastered Ultra Instinct.
And then we just saw amazing speed.
It's literally, what if he just got better? This is literally just the next stepping stone on the fucking ladder.
But it was to the point where the way that Goku was going, he was more defensive than offensive. To how Whis explained it.
Yeah.
I mean, they've hinted at Ultra Instinct for a long time, like even back to the like I think it was the second arc of its Super.
Yeah, it was hinted that there was like something, but they didn't elaborate more on it until now.
Like, oh Goku, you're so wild and untechnique. Like, if you master your technique, you're good.
Yeah, and it was the same thing with Vegeta, which ends up leading to one thing that I enjoyed, which is
the same Blue Grade 3.
Pretty much, because Goku started going into one way of transformation, which was Ultra Instinct, and Vegeta had a completely different transformation.
Which, by the way, when I say grade, it's basically just a different like power level within that
honestly,
like, set.
I've read what the transformation is actually called.
That doesn't make sense.
But it's very long and I don't remember it.
Hold up. Nick, that doesn't make sense.
What?
The grade.
What about it?
It doesn't make sense.
What do you mean?
There's
Like-
no higher or lower power within a transformation.
There is, though. So, back when Trunks and Vegeta are training up to fight Cell, they go up like a grade of Super Saiyan.
You mean they train and get stronger? That has no bearing
their
on the
Super
fucking
Saiyan becomes
transformation.
more powerful, and it goes
That's
up
not
a
the
grade.
Super Saiyan. That's
It's a
them
different
becoming
grade of
more
Super Saiyan.
You idiot. You're
How am
fucking
I the idiot here?
You're attributing power solely to this fucking transformation. They're just better fighters because they train. That's not a fucking grade. That's their growth, you idiot.
Okay, their Super Saiyan grows into a new grade. Is that better?
That's not a grade. No, 'cause
It's a
not the
different
Super
grade of
Saiyan.
Super Saiyan.
You're the worst kind of person.
Oh my god.
So just to elaborate, the form is Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Evolution.
Basically, Super Saiyan Blue Grade 3.
Except that doesn't make sense. It's Super Saiyan after Vegeta had fucking trained more.
Yes, so he went up a grade. Therefore, it's a new
There are
version
no
of Super
grades
Saiyan Blue.
within the fucking transformations.
There are
you
grades
fucking
within
baloney
the-
doink.
Like, after they train, they can go up to a new grade of Super Saiyan.
Oh yeah, that's called getting physically better at fighting.
Yes, it's also called going up a grade.
Not this fucking. It's not their transformation getting better. It is their literal fighting prowess by their own devices.
If they are getting better, then their transformation is better. Is it not?
Their transformation is the same. They just wield it better. It's like becoming fucking. What's the word? Effective, I suppose. Getting affinity. Using less energy for more movements. It's simply just becoming a better fighter within the fucking transformation. The transformations are literally just their own power boosts. Their own fucking flavor of power boost. Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2. They're just different tiers of power boosts. They just become better as fighters. That's why they always struggle against stronger enemies. It's like, oh, fucking... Why did they fucking get a new transformation? Because they needed a power boost because they didn't fucking train enough. There's no grades, you fucking baloney doink.
Okay, is it better if I say that's how I describe their different levels of power when they're using their different Super Saiyans?
Not really, because it's all implied. It's like, why is Vegeta suddenly able to fight in this tournament? Whereas if it had happened 50 episodes earlier, he was losing to this dude who was clearly inferior. It's already known. They train. They get stronger. There's no reason to put a grade on it. Besides, it has no fucking metric of anything. It's like fucking, okay, he's grade 1 here, and then 20 episodes later, he's grade 2. That tells me nothing other than that, okay, he's stronger, but I already knew that.
Alright, how about that, the Trunks thing, where he goes, like, all super bulky? That is a different grade of Super Saiyan. Is it not?
It's just a new transformation.
Yes. It's still Super Saiyan, but it's not Super Saiyan 2. It's still Super Saiyan 1. It's just a different grade of Super Saiyan 1.
Oh, you mean when he goes
no.
Super Trunks?
Yeah. Like, where he gets all
Which
super
one are you
bulky.
talking about? Like Zamasu or like Cell
No,
Arc?
like, when he goes
Cell
against
Arc,
Cell.
I think you mean.
Yeah. Like, that's
When,
different. Like, that's not
here's
Super
the thing.
Saiyan 2. That's
Here's
just a
the
different
thing
grade
about
of Super
Super
Saiyan.
Saiyan transformations.
When Trunks had Super Trunks and Vegeta had Super Vegeta at this point, which in my mind I just say is Super Saiyan 1.5.
Right, or
That's not a
another
thing.
grade of Super Saiyan.
That's not how that works, though. Here's the thing, and I explain that. It's fighting. It's exactly like it. When you're focusing energy, it's, well, fucking, how to best to explain this? It's like becoming less efficient in fighting. It's a power boost to go to Super Saiyan 2, but he wasn't focusing on the right aspects. He focused purely on strength. And he poured all of his energy into becoming bulkier and stronger, but he became super fucking slow and it was inefficient. Cell even remarked how fucking everyone else could do it, at least in the abridged version, and fucking said it was pointless because you sacrifice too much speed. He just fucking focused on something. It's not a transformation per se, so much as it's a focusing of energy. It's not a different fucking Super Saiyan. It's not a grade. It's simply what he was doing with his ability to fight. Besides, it's such a niche fucking thing anyway. It's the only time that happens, actually, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, no, there's no other time after that that they go into like Super Trunks or Super Vegeta.
So those different forms of Super Saiyan with different grades, do utilize the
Grades don't
strength and stamina.
exist, so I'm
They
already say
exist.
no.
I'm looking it up right now. Apparently, it's different utilizations of their strength. So, for instance,
Oh, you mean that fucking thing you probably looked up on some fucking random jerk-off's fucking blog theory?
You mean the wiki?
Yeah, it's not a great place. Listen, here's what I know. They don't refer to it as such in the show, and it doesn't make sense. So I'm going to go with that.
Yes, but it is a way for us to describe it.
Yeah, sure. Good for you to describe it. It just doesn't exist. It's also unneeded. Because it's basically saying, at this point in time, it's all the grade is.
It's another description of it. Like, oh, it's when Super...
It's so unnecessary, though.
I mean, you could say, oh, when Trunks was fighting Cell, which
I was going to say, oh, why is Super Saiyan fucking... Why did Vegeta and Super Saiyan 2 beat this enemy, but fucking 50 episodes later, he was able to beat this enemy? Isn't Super Saiyan 2 just the same thing? It's bullshit. He's fucking more powerful. It's still the same transformation. Fucking no one fucking thinks like that. At the very least, very few people think like that. It's dumb. The grading system is unnecessary, unneeded, and fucking just puts a bunch of weird things to memorize. Because there is no metric for anything. It's not saying like fucking... There's no stats. It would make sense for like a fucking video game, like a gacha game, where you're getting a fucking fighter off of a different era, like fucking pre-Cell Vegeta, Super Saiyan 2. Get it. Fucking otherwise, no.
There's technically stats with Super Saiyan being a different multiplier within the grades.
No one has the stat numbers. What are you talking about?
I mean, there was that
It's a
original...
show.
There was that book about it, but that hasn't really been updated, so,
I wouldn't rely on that. I understand the meaning and idea behind it. I just recognize that it is useless and flawed.
In what ways
There's
is
like
it
power
flawed?
levels.
It's flawed because it gives a fucking... It's flawed inherently in its concept.
Explain.
It's useless.
It's just another way of saying at which point they're fighting.
Yeah, but if you went up to someone, any fucking DBZ fan, casual even, fucking even hardcore, say, oh yeah, what do you think of fucking Super Saiyan Vegeta 2 grade 3? They're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, after Super Saiyan 2, they dropped the grade thing.
Before it, if you even said, what do you think of Super Saiyan 1 grade 2? People were like, what the fuck are you talking about? Just tell me when they were fighting. What do you think about Super Saiyan Vegeta when he was fighting... Who did he fight in Super Saiyan form? Cell.
Well, at that point, he had like how far he can go with Super Saiyan and that Super Vegeta form.
Or like, what do you think about Cell's or fucking Vegeta's fight with Android 18 when he got the shit kicked out of him? Like, okay, I get that. I have a reference for what that means now, and I understand because I watched the show. Fucking, but if you fucking Super Saiyan Vegeta grade 3 Blue 2 fucking Alpha 12, I don't know what you're talking about. It's a very niche, unneeded system. How do you even know this?
What, the different grades?
Yeah, did you just look it up?
I mean, I thought it was a thing, but I didn't I looked it up now for clarification.
Yeah. But funny how you use the word clarification.
I mean, the different grades are a thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume they're not very widely spread. Didn't you just say also they end after Super Saiyan 2?
I mean, they become a little less useful because not everyone can go into Super Saiyan 2.
Well, okay,
No,
only a
they're
couple.
Super Saiyan.
Okay, so a couple of people can go Super Saiyan 2, which is Goku, Vegeta,
Obviously,
Gohan.
obviously. Does he ever?
Gohan, yeah.
He's the first one to go Super Saiyan 2 for Cell.
Team Gohan against Cell.
Oh, yeah, I guess he is the first.
But after that, no one's gonna be on Super Saiyan 2 to Super Saiyan 3 except for Goku.
Vegeta just skips 3.
Yep, he skipped 3 and go to Super Saiyan God.
Well,
He actually never went to Super Saiyan God. He skipped 2 and went to Super Saiyan Blue.
Yeah, he didn't need God.
I just realized that
There's also Kefla, who literally did it within a span of an episode, so...
Which is so stupid, but...
Oh, yeah,
whatever. Gohan and Trunks can do it when... Or Goten and Trunks can do it when they're babies. Whatever. It's fine.
They go
Goten and Trunks, I don't think they can get to Super Saiyan 2.
Aren't they 3, like, constantly?
No, when they go tanks. they went from Super Saiyan to Super Saiyan 3. They never hit
Right,
2.
like that. I don't think of them as fighting as anything but Gotenks because I don't think they do.
No, we've only seen them go to Super Saiyan, try to fight, mainly get their asses kicked, and then they fuse.
Ghost Donut or fucking whatever it is.
Ghost attack.
Kamikaze attack and Super Donut or something.
Oh, Gotenks and your weird moves.
I used to really like him. And then I realized everyone else was so much cooler. Like Trunks. Trunks is pretty cool. Anyway, back to the fucking Tournament of Power.
Yeah.
That's like moral relevancies. Fucking what else?
Frieza
A lot of
always
fighting. A
appeared
lot of
near
fighting
the
happens.
end.
A lot of miscellaneous fighting.
A couple times Goku was about to get eliminated, but then Frieza kind of saves him.
They fight for a ridiculously long time. Like, I know it's supposed to be like 48 minutes, but it lasts way longer than 48 minutes.
I mean, in 3 episodes, it's gone over its allotted time.
Yeah, but fucking, like, they get beat down so fucking much, and they, like, almost eliminated completely out of energy so many times, and then miraculously in the next episode, like, fucking ready to fight again. No senzus, by the way.
Yeah, when those moments happened, I wasn't a fan of.
It happened a lot with the Jiren fight. Like, oh
Yeah.
god. Everyone at this point should be completely
Like,
dead.
especially like even more near the end, like Goku and Jiren has their like ultimate fight. Goku finally achieves the actual Ultra Instinct form, and like stuff happens. Goku's about to get eliminated. Frieza saves him, and Goku's like not even able to move. And then in the last episode, he's able to stand up.
Fucking fully fight Jiren, I don't think is most powerful, because, yeah.
And at first it was weird seeing Goku and Frieza work together against Jiren.
It was a thing. It was weird.
And then the ultimate winner of the tournament was 17.
Number 17.
June ought to go.
What the fuck?
June ought to
Oh,
go.
well. He did it. Great.
And his wish...
I can't believe, even for a second, anyone thought he was going to pause and get a fucking yacht.
Yeah, because he ends up wishing for all the universes to come back.
Of course. By the
Technically
way, there was...
sacrificing his selfish wish, to which that was selfish.
Assuming anyone with half a fucking IQ point thought he was going to get a fucking yacht with Super Dragon Balls. He has Dragon Balls back on Earth. He just do it there. Why would he use a Super Dragon Balls to get a yacht?
Bulma.
I mean, ultimately, that's how it happened, but...
Yeah. But then it's established that if there was a selfish wish that was made, then all the universes would...
that was bullshit.
Yeah, that's so pointless to include. Like, okay, they would have died anyway, whatever. Cool.
What changed with that?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
And then when Frieza's all like, I don't want to stay here and celebrate, just send me back to hell and everything. And then was like, oh, wait, Beerus has a present for you. You're revived now.
I guess Beerus can do that.
Well, Whis is the one that did it.
I mean, with fucking... Those fucking, like, astral attendants or whatever the fuck they are, angels?
Yeah, they're angels.
What the fuck are they? They're a literal box of fucking plot convenience. Reverse the Earth game destroyed. Revival.
And then everyone celebrates on Earth and everything. Frieza is back with his army. And it ends with Goku and Vegeta sparring and Goku saying that he can't go Ultra Instinct. That it just happened.
Yeah.
Technically saying that Vegeta is further along in forms than Goku at this point.
Forms maybe, but pure battle prowess probably not. I mean, Goku did experience...
I'm just saying form-wise, Vegeta is further along.
And it'd be really weird to see Vegeta ever get Ultra Instinct.
Honestly, I don't think Vegeta is going to go that route. I think the Ultra Instinct route is just going to focus more on Goku, and Vegeta's going to have a completely different route.
Honestly, I don't see the series continuing, to be honest. I don't think they can.
It's on hiatus. It's going to continue after the movie.
Yeah, there's going to be the movie. I don't think they're going to do anything else, though. I don't think they can.
Well, here's the thing. What is it, Toei? That's also behind
Toei Animation.
They made their own division for everything Dragon Ball related. So
Oh,
Dragon
fuck.
Ball will continue after the movie.
I don't know how though. Like Ultra Instinct has got to be the fucking
Well,
the
there's-
far off thing to
There's a
chase.
theory. There's a theory going on where when 17 made his wish, he wasn't specific on which universes that will get revived. So apparently, there's like ancient universes that got brought back.
I don't think so, considering they mentioned the numbers and the specific fucking.
No, I'm just saying
Relationship
that's
between them?
what the theory is right now.
I think it's done.
Personally, I'm just gonna wait till whatever comes out and see what happens.
The problem is, like I was trying to say, fucking Ultra Instinct is now got to be the thing to chase, but they can't really do anything else in the meantime. Like, what are they gonna do? God 2? It'd be really weird to have that and then Ultra Instinct pop back in again. And Ultra Instinct kind of just makes for easy mode. And,
At this point, it's only the only thing I can say is time will tell for whatever they come up.
I'm not optimistic. Let's say that.
Because right now, like they made a reference to Oob, which Oob is going to be showing up eventually.
The original end to Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. So it's pretty much like at this point, how it's established is when Goku meets Oob, technically he's able to go to Super Saiyan Blue. But in that tournament, when he meets Oob, he just never does it.
It's possible that they could still be canonically correct, although it'd be really, really retconned and really, really weird.
But this also means that there's some things for GT that is canon at this point.
GT's completely not canon though, so.
No, but there's some things in it, like Pan. Pan obviously is canon, and Oob.
Well, I mean, they
is
like
canon.
changed it. It's not like saying fucking that legitimizes GT in any way. Nothing.
No,
about
I'm just
GT
saying. I'm
is
just
in it.
saying those two things from GT is canon at this point.
Yeah, but you should never lead off with something. I believe GT is now canon. Don't ever.
No. I didn't say all of GT's canon.
I know,
said
but you
some
did something
things.
similar, and I made fucking leaps and fucking.
I said some things.
Yeah, but
Which
you
I
should never say
respect
that.
those two characters.
I don't think it's now. I don't think it's saying those characters are not canon because they're not canon. They're new versions of those characters. It's not saying like Pan
But
or anything from GT.
No, but the fact that
It's the same way that GT Goku isn't canon. You see,
Well,
it's a weird
that's
thing,
true.
but it's not technically right.
No, but the fact that their names are still around.
I mean, sure, yeah, they took the characters, but there doesn't mean the ones in GT are canon because they're not.
Because I know when Dende mentions talks to Goku about Oob, I don't think you see him, but I know in the manga like you see him like, for like one page.
One
Kind of
panel.
like so there's this Oob character that's kind of like Kid Buu, and then you just like kind of see him for like you see like his back and then like his head kind of turned in like two different panels, and then it just goes back to like the conversation.
Well, that's the future. Let's finish up Super.
Well, that's pretty much it for Super. It's just like Vegeta's back with his army and Vegeta's sparring.
Fucking Frieza's back with his army.
And now time will tell if Frieza will get new forms as well.
Probably not.
Pink Frieza.
He'll probably just, you believe this or not, he'll probably just train and become better as a fighter. Maybe we'll assign a letter to it as a grade or something so we can keep track of it.
How about Great
so-
Omega?
Could work.
So I'm going to guess that it's now time for our points for
Obligatory scores along with the
Yeah.
regular ones. I don't know, man. Super has been nothing but a fucking community fucking controversy since it started. Fucking everyone's fucking like yelling, "Oh, this isn't great."
Well,
It's entertaining.
it mostly started in that one episode where Goku and Beerus were fighting on King Kai's thing because
Yeah,
the
sure.
animation was like really off.
All I've learned is that the community is garbage. Never pay attention to it. The show is entertaining as fuck. I'll give it a 8 out of 10.
It's an enjoyable ride, but it's not that good. Like it's Dragon Ball, basically. You
I like Dragon Ball.
Yeah, you like Dragon Ball. You like this. have some fun fights and whatnot, but it's not too good. It's like a 6 for me.
Well,
Dragon Ball out of 10.
That's not a score.
How many Dragon Balls are there?
7. Did you just ask how many Dragon Balls there were?
I think he did.
Yeah, he
7
did.
Dragon Balls out of 10.
7 out of 10.
Motherfucker.
Well, I've enjoyed almost everything I've seen when it comes to the Dragon Ball franchise. And that's including the bad stuff. I really enjoyed watching Super from start to finish. Well, start till hiatus. While there are some things that I didn't like in Super, I probably would have to give it a 9.
And Chris.
Chris,
Jinx.
you owe me a Coke.
No, you.
That's a good score to give, Chris. Nice.
Is that a fella sleep out of 10? All right, then.
He might have. How long have we been talking about Dragon Ball Super?
About an hour or so.
Yeah,
Was it-
we've
Hour and a
been
half,
talking
I
about it for quite a long time.
It says he's online, but I don't think so.
That means he's moved his mouse at least a little bit at some point.
Though
Could have
that-
been a head bob. Who knows?
Yeah. Anyway,
So-
anime homework done.
Well, I mean, we didn't get a score. It's really not done. You left a flaw.
Done.
So,
It's not done.
It's
so
done.
if you guys want to rewatch our review of Super, click right here.
There are no clicking. Annotations are gone, Mega. Don't.
Well, the click right here is up with the eye thing.
What you can't link to the same.
Oh yeah, the
video.
eye thing. Okay, well, how about this? If you want to watch our review of the last anime, click over here. Is that better?
Yeah, it works.
Click in the top right corner.
Yep,
Or in the description, if he puts it there.
I will do it.
So for our pick, which is a comedy anime.
Well, much like the fact that we can't finish the anime homework because we haven't gotten a score, we can't really recommend anime because one of us is fucking dead.
Or asleep.
That is true.
Unless we want to just exclude him from the fucking thing.
Quick question. Does it have to be strictly a comedy anime? Or does it have to
This-
just have
this
the
is-
comedy tag?
This is a
It's kind of
question
vague.
Nick asked me like a week ago, and it was a really good question.
I feel like if it has a lot of comedy, at least.
Like the
We're-
main point of the show has to be comedy. For instance, there's like, what the fuck was it called?
Daily Lives of High School Boys.
Right, like that's a primarily comedy-based show. Like the point of that show is comedy. Like it has like some story elements and like some progression, but for the most part, it's comedy-based. Like Fairy Tail has like comedic elements in it, but it's not focused on comedy. Same with One Piece or any other show.
We'd prefer a largely comedy-based show.
Right.
That's the quick consensus.
Got it.
If you need time to find an anime, because that's the like
I got it.
show we just.
Oh,
I'm
I
selling your time here.
I think I just thought of one. Why didn't I think of this before?
If you pick TB Hero, we're kicking you out of this podcast.
No, it's not that. It's not that.
And
Because
Megan, just throwing this out there, I realize you probably have a show at this point. You're not allowed to randomly pick.
I was just I just thought of something. I won with Super, so technically I'm not able to
No,
pick an
it's a
anime.
special
No,
week.
special week.
Oh yeah, special. Okay. Well, mind if I go first then?
Yeah, go ahead.
As long as you
Alright,
don't
well-
pick mine, that's fine.
Well, here's the thing. I was looking through comedy at one point on my anime list, and I pulled up because it has comedy in it. Ace Attorney.
Oh my.
But I don't know how much comedy there is in it.
There's a
I-
good amount.
I think that'd be
Usually.
fine.
Would it
I
be
remember that was coming out was that 2017?
2016? I think it says on here.
Completely forgot that
Yeah,
came out.
April 2nd, 2016 to September 21st,
fuck all my
24th. And it has 24 episodes.
Okay, valid. We'll do it.
See, can I mention what my backup plan would have been just in case?
If it
No.
was TV Hero, we're still kicking.
No,
you
no,
out.
no, no, it's not that. It's not that. Because I randomly remembered One Punch Man has a lot of comedy aspects to it.
Mm-hmm.
So my backup.
I
is
think
just
that
wasn't-
just skirts the line as acceptable.
So, the Ace Attorney anime is done by A1
Alright,
Pictures and Cloverworks. The first season
Fucking-
is by A1, second season by Cloverworks.
Interesting.
Cloverworks has done...
I didn't even know there was a second season.
Yep, Cloverworks has done things like Slow Start, Darling in the Franxx, Persona 5 the animation, and, well, Ace Attorney Season 2. I haven't done much, but apparently Darling in the Franxx is good, so whatever. And then A1 is A1. They've done a lot of stuff. Fairy Tail, Night Raid, Fractal, Order Emo, Sermon X Service, SAO, Alnoa Zero, Black Butler, Your Lie in April, Idolmaster, Gunslinger Stratos the animation, Working, Idolmaster, Cinderella Girl second season, Asterisk War, Erased, Grimgar, Fantasy and Ash,
Yeah, they do a lot.
Quiet Code, Seven Deadly Sins, Signs of Holy War, which is the interlude season between season 1 and season 2. That, Darling in the Franxx, Persona 5 the animation, and, Anohana as well. Persona movies. They've done a lot of stuff.
You don't need to go through their whole repertoire, you fucking baloney doink.
Yeah, probably.
Mm.
Now we have my anime. Well, what's the premise?
Did we say
Ace
you
Attorney.
could go next? What if Ian wanted to go next?
This
I
is
want to go next.
recommendations.
And
There is no
Ian-
order to it.
It's just the both of us are here. Maybe we should talk about who should go next.
All right. Let's convene really quick.
I know. Which one do you think you trust the most when it comes?
Hold on, we're
to,
official here.
anime?
So, fucking, the council is now in session. The council moves to make Ian the next person to go.
All right. I will agree with that. Ian.
The
it is not
motion
your-
has been approved by the majority of the council. The movement is successful, and that will be all for the council. So, Ian, it is your turn.
My anime is Fooly Cooly.
Okay, this is
Ooh.
actually interesting. I've never seen this.
I've actually never heard of
Being
it.
told
It is an amazing anime, and they're making 2 new seasons, which are confirmed, and I think the second season might be out currently. I need to check this currently.
Isn't it just 4 episodes?
No, it's 6.
Still.
The second season is also going to be 6 apparently.
I mean, considering finals coming up, that's
And
not the worst thing.
it starts airing. The second season starts airing June 2nd. Okay, that's good to know.
Oh, the talk of that. Well, we'll save it for later.
I remember watching this when, like, on Adult Swim back in the day. Like, one of the dude was wearing a horn out of his head or something. And it was just
Yep.
skin. That was weird.
And then a robot popped out of it.
I'm
So
serious.
I'm gonna ask this. What is this anime about?
That's a very, very hard question.
Because I've never heard of this anime.
Well,
You've never heard of Fooly Cooly, aka FLCL.
I have not.
hold up.
They'll just say it gets confusing as shit.
The
Very,
main
very
character is an
quickly.
ordinary 6th grader living in a city where nothing amazing ever seems to happen. Good premise so far. After his brother leaves town to play baseball in America, go Red Sox, main character takes it upon himself to look after everything his brother left behind, from his top bunk bed to his ex-girlfriend, who has stopped clinging to main character since his brother left. Little does main character know, however, that his mundane existence is on the verge of being changed forever. Enter, I'm assuming, the main female person, other main character, a Vespa riding bass guitar wielding pink-haired psychopath whose first encounter with main character leaves him with tire tracks on his back and a giant horn on his head. How does that happen? Though all he wants is some peace and quiet, when main character takes up residence, or when other main character takes up residence at his parents' home, main character finds himself dragged into the heart of the greatest battle for supremacy that Earth and quite possibly the entire universe has ever seen. Okay.
On that note, what's Ace Attorney about, Mega?
You don't need to know fucking Ace Attorney's about objection.
Happens.
Objection!
Hold it.
Overruled.
Take that. Yeah.
Have I ever linked that wrong video about Ace Attorney?
Yeah. At least to me. I don't think in the podcast, though.
I'm just gonna get that and leave that here because that's a good video.
In any case, I'm totally gonna recommend Seito Kayaku Indomo.
If you actually do, I'm gonna stab you.
No, I'm not.
And
Although I
then
do have a
Nick was
Don't join
murdered.
him. He probably would though.
I do have a backup, so it's not the worst thing.
No. It's gonna be Bo 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 Bo.
Oh God,
geez.
no!
Is this even an anime?
It is.
It is.
I attempted to watch it. After the third episode, I was like, no, I can't.
I remember.
I'm pretty sure I
I've-
almost threw up because it was so
Hilarious.
bad. It is
I've
not
only-
hilarious. It's bad.
I've
It's just
only heard-
bad.
I've only heard of the name. I know nothing about.
Like, this is
Bo,
one
bo,
of my
bo, bo.
favorite comedy animes because it's like it's a master at like doing random comedy well. Like, sometimes random comedy's too random to the point where it just like makes absolutely no sense and you can't follow anything what's happening. But there are other times when random comedy isn't random enough and it's just too mundane. Bobobo hits that through point right in the middle where it's like it's random, but it's not so random that it's just out there, and it's not so, and it's not like not random enough. It hits that perfect middle line, and it's so funny. Oh my god, I love it. So, for those who don't know, Bobobo is about the character known as Bobobo. He uses the power of the nose hair, kung fu stuff, to defeat the evil people who want to make everyone bald. I believe it's the Bald Head Kingdom.
The fuck are you talking about?
I'm talking about Bobobo.
It doesn't make you sound crazy at all.
Kung Fu no.
Totally not like you're having a stroke.
Yes, he uses his nose hairs to fight the bald people.
I remember playing a fighting game with him in it, and it was weird.
It sounds like you got a brain aneurysm.
What? Bobobo.
I don't know how I feel after hearing that.
Bobobo's fantastic.
Trust me, you do not want to vote for him.
I mean,
I almost threw. I pretty much was like, nope, I'm done after the third
yeah, but
episode.
how long
and,
ago was that? Last week?
like 6 months ago.
6 months, okay. I don't know, I'm interested.
It's
And I'm pretty sure there's like 50 episodes or something.
Something worse.
78. 76.
It's even worse. It's even worse.
But dude, it's so good. Okay, it's Fist of the Nose Hair, actually.
Fist of the North Star, right?
Yep. Then
You ever gonna watch Fist of the North Star?
hell,
I want to recommend it. Well,
it's like
I think
150 episodes.
I think
though.
I tried recommending it one day, but I was like, no, it's too long. Pick something else.
Yeah, I mean, we have to have like a special week, and then we're like, okay, we're just gonna be watching this for 2 podcasts straight.
Anime above 100 episodes.
We tried
One
to do
Piece.
Way too long.
it. We will ignore shonens like the fucking plague.
I mean, certain ones would be fine, like original Naruto. That's only 200.
Maybe Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, that's 151, so that's reasonable.
All right, so with all this,
Yeah, no, no, no.
Iggy.
Is it my turn? Is Chris back yet?
No.
No,
Oh.
he's probably not.
I think we should just assume that he's just gone forever.
Okay, we'll operate under that. Am I the last one?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
And I need to find a picture of this so I can fucking continue the trend. Unsurprisingly, it's Setsukai Yakuin Domo. Who would have fucking thought, right? I'll explain this for the 3rd fucking time. It's a fucking slice of life comedy about a dude who fucking transfers to a fucking school. It was primarily a female-based school, but it was now a fucking co-ed school, and he is fucking brought onto the student council for reasons. And now he spends his day basically playing the straight man and a bunch of weird-ass jokes. It's a lot of dirty jokes. It's a lot of short jokes as well. It's pretty funny. That's it. It'll win one day if I keep recommending it.
That's what I thought with To Be Hero, but that.
Yeah, TV Hero had certain things against it. This one's actually quality. I've actually watched a bit of it since I figured we was going to recommend it. It's pretty good. I like it. I think it has well, I'm not going to say anything mean. Fucking we done? Are we just going to proceed here?
I'm trying to think of what I'm gonna vote for.
Well, beyond that, are we going to wait for Chris?
I don't think we should. I don't think he's ever going to return at this rate.
I'm fine with moving forward.
We kind of
Same.
don't have a choice at this point.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, otherwise, we're just gonna be waiting here for like multiple hours, and he might not wake up. Hey, guys, so we got Fuli Kuli, Seito Kayaku Indomo, Bobo, and
Ace Attorney.
Ace Attorney. Wait, didn't I
What was
say
the point of doing those out of order?
that? I don't know, man.
It's 2
It wasn't
votes,
even
right?
alphabetical.
So
Ace Attorney, Bobo, FLCL.
and Seito Kai.
It's 2
So-
votes, right?
1 vote.
Okay.
Oh, this is hard.
I still don't know what. Normally, I already know what to vote for, but this time it's like I actually don't know.
We have options. You know what? I can throw in a thing for Chris.
Is it a mech comedy? Ooh, Full Metal
I'll
Panic
throw in
Fumofu?
Stitch the Animation.
Yes.
What?
Not actually. Though.
I mean, if I think he would like Full Metal Panic Fumofu because that's a mech show.
I
with
think you
comedy.
like that show. I think I don't like that show, so I'm not
I
going to
don't
do
know,
that.
man.
I
Nah,
can throw,
it was a-
I
it
can
was a
throw in
joke.
an anime if you
But it's
want.
like a
It was a
comedic mech
joke.
show, so I
It
couldn't
was a
decide to
joke.
recommend. Okay,
Let's
whatever.
go. I've already have my answer written.
All
out.
right, rules are you get
I-
1 vote. You can't vote for yourself. Write the name of the person or something indicative of that person, not the name of the show. For instance, if you want to recommend for me,
What
you
about
write
something
Ninja.
you could do with the show?
No, because that's stupid. If you wanted to vote for Ian, you would write Lamb. If you wanted to vote for Mega, you would write like Canadian. If you wanted to vote for Iggy, you'd write Alien. Anyway,
I still don't know what to vote for.
all right.
Go
I
for the
got
one
my
you haven't
vote.
watched yet.
Okay.
I haven't watched any of these.
All the 3 that you guys named. I haven't watched. The one
I
that
haven't
I
watched-
put in, I haven't watched.
Go for the one that isn't Bobo.
How direct.
Wow. Okay.
How malicious.
Or you could go for the good show.
Like, I'm stuck between 2 right now. It's like, I don't know.
Fucking don't
Flip a
talk about
coin.
it. Just put in an answer. Follow your heart.
Hey, kids,
Believe in
I'm
the heart of
ready.
the cards. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
You know what? Hang on. Let me find a coin.
Jesus Christ.
Yes. What do you need?
All right. The coin has spoken.
All right. You ready?
Ready?
Yes.
Yeah, I got it.
All right. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
I won!
Ian won.
Ian won.
Holy shit.
This is a
And
monumental
Chris isn't
moment.
here to see this momentous moment. This moment. Speech. I
He
think
wouldn't
I'm
have done
stroke.
anything.
I'm
He would've
gonna-
just-
I'm gonna say this. I was stuck between Nick or Ian.
You were gonna fucking pick Bobo though? You left it up to a coin toss?
Yeah, I said heads. Nick tells Ian, and it literally went heads. I'm like, all right.
All right, then. So let's recap really quickly. The winners of the podcast in total have been me at 19 victories, Chris at 14 victories, Nick at 8 victories. Ian finally breaking his 22 loss streak to get a win.
My God.
Hey.
TLG never won. Paul has won twice of the 2 times he's been here. Mega has won 5 times. And BRG has won once.
And one of them was with a good anime.
The other one's not so much.
Ian, this is a monumentous occasion. How do you feel?
Are
Yay!
you going to go to Disneyland? Or
Disney World.
Nah, I think I'd go visit my grandpa since he's currently in the hospital.
Oh, you too?
Well, my grandpa almost died.
I think
Very
my grandpa's
recently.
dying.
Great grandma for me.
My grandpa would have died if my mom didn't chew him out for dying over the phone.
Oh, I think I remember. I think you might have brought this up, or I'm thinking of a completely different person.
It was a different person because I haven't mentioned it to you.
All right, then it was a different person. It was on a podcast, that's what I'm sure of. Oh, well.
Definitely wasn't a podcast.
Probably one of TLG's podcast then. No, a podcast I was on.
Oh yeah, Fooly Cooly is by.
Oh, we didn't even do that.
Yeah, Production, IG, and Gynax.
It's a bit late now.
Yeah, I can still do it.
Well, the podcast is still going, so technically he still can.
Plus, we need
Are we
for
gonna-
time.
Are we going to be doing the corners still?
No,
The
the
corners-
corners.
No, the corners have been gone for a
Off
while.
the corners for months.
Although, if we have enough suitable material, it isn't the worst thing to do.
I'm the music corner.
You did. You did have a
Hi.
music corner.
I have plenty of music to go through.
In any case, Gynax has done things like Evangelion, His and Her Circumstances, Calculate Beautiful World, Gurren Lagann, and those are the notable ones. And then Production IG have done things like Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex, Eden of the East,
That's a good show. We should watch that
Pokemon
at some point.
Origins. Yeah, they've done good stuff. Do we want to do a special week for next week?
No, we just did a
Oh,
special
no.
week.
You mean in 2 weeks? Because next week's would probably be D&D.
Not what I meant, but yeah.
We can't have a
You get to
special
have
week
to
right
say
after a
next
special
podcast.
week.
Next podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm getting hungry.
I am been hungry this whole podcast.
So that's the end of the podcast for now, then?
Well, hold up a
That's
second.
the end of that chapter. Oh, no. Apparently not.
That's what I was asking for.
I mean, if he's saying it's the end of the podcast, then it's not going to be the end of the podcast.
I don't know, Iggy. You want to bring the console in this again to see if that's-
Potentially. Do we have anything else to talk about? Anything at all?
Yeah, one
No.
thing. What do you think of my current weapon stash?
Haven't seen it.
It's the picture.
He just put
They
it
look
up.
like modeled weapons without textures.
Obviously. But what do you think of their designs?
They resemble weapons I have seen before, and therefore they're passable.
I mean, I guess it's okay.
Fine, be that way.
My
Wrong
mind
person
is
to
just
critique.
trying to think. My mind is like just trying to figure out what to eat.
Anyway, yeah, no, I got nothing. I could talk about Monster Hunter.
Talk about Monster Hunter.
We should play Monster Hunter.
We
Oh
should.
my god! I just realized something.
We need to play Monster Hunter, but it
We
hasn't come out yet
can.
for TC.
I've
I
mentioned this before, but the PSP emulator I'm using has online functionality.
No, I just realized there's something that hasn't happened to this podcast.
What's that?
I don't want to mention it in case Nick starts talking about it.
Oh, no, he can't.
Well,
Yeah.
technically he can.
I mean, I could talk about myself, Fire Emblem Heroes and whatnot.
Yeah, but fucking, it doesn't work. You're a dual act, and then I fucking come in for like, the jokes. But it doesn't
I
work.
mean, I could talk about the new update in Grand Conquest and Temper Trials Plus and all
What,
the
to
new
who?
quests and the Grand Hero battles.
You know, I just skipped that part of the podcast, right? It literally would just be Into the Void.
I mean, I would just go till the end.
If you want to, well, fucking, if it happens and you want to skip it, fucking time code here. Watch it not happen.
I just want to go eat.
I want to go eat too.
Same.
So two of the council member wants to go eat. So I guess that's towards the end of the podcast.
Is there anything? Well, I mean, anyone else got anything to talk about? Once again,
Currently nothing at the moment. I might bug you guys for like weapon doodles later for me to make.
what do you mean by weapon doodles?
I showed you a picture before, but let me go grab
but you
another
said you
picture.
bug us for weapon doodles. Does that mean do you want us to doodle something and give it to you?
Yeah, just like a random doodle. Like, oh god.
I don't draw, so I'm
I
probably
don't. I won't take time out to draw. I gave you a concept. Fucking, that's good enough.
Well, this is literally all you have to give me. Just shapes put together. That's literally
Just
it.
Google weapons then.
But they're not the simplistic kind I'm looking for.
What do you mean they're not simplistic? They're weapons.
I literally
can
just
they
need shapes glued together from different people.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna draw. I have other things to do, like play Tarkov.
You could literally do it right now.
Yeah, I'm flipping a knife. Can't do it. Probably
Isn't
shouldn't be
that
flipping a knife.
dangerous?
It's a flip knife. Butterfly.
Isn't that dangerous?
Potentially. I've only cut myself once. And it wasn't even from flipping it, so...
Look at Ian giving us a link to Discord.
What, the Discord I'm already in? Oh, that's not a Discord link. That's a link from Discord.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like your Discord link.
Oh no, this is Discourse we're on right now, so link into another voice chat service is kind of...
Yeah, but maybe their voice chat service doesn't fucking drop me every fucking 5 minutes
It doesn't.
and create multiples of us.
Don't you
It
think
doesn't, but
it's
we
sort
kinda
of
have-
your fault?
Oh man,
does-
Ghost Iggy didn't even show up.
Yeah,
Too bad we didn't get Lord Megatron this time.
too bad.
We haven't had Megatron since Paul.
Yeah, I know.
It was a good Megatron, though.
Yeah.
We need to get Paul back in here at some point.
We don't need to. It'd be nice to.
He's a chill
Assuming
guy.
he's not dying anymore.
I think he's stopped dying. I think he's in the healing process.
He was dying from something?
I've
Yeah,
talked
he was
about it
sick.
before.
Ah. I don't think I was here for that discussion.
You were here for that.
I don't remember it though. Maybe it was too far away, too long ago for me to remember it properly.
Probably.
It was maybe like 5 podcasts ago. Or 6, 7, something like that.
You know what we should do?
What should we do?
We should get Duck Game.
It costs
Yes.
like $15 though. What?
It's $13.
That's so much money.
$15 is so expensive, Iggy. Don't you know?
Yeah,
Tell
it's
me-
totally expensive for those of
Oh.
us who don't have jobs.
Well, then again, for you guys it's 15. For me, it's a little bit more.
Because you got shitty Canadian money.
Ha ha.
I mean, I don't know how it works. I'm on fucking, I don't do money. But fucking, if everything in Canada costs more, do you get paid more or do you get paid roughly around the same as we do? Doesn't it all balance out?
Well, what's minimum wage for you guys?
Currently,
$10 an hour?
It's $10.50.
$10.50?
Yeah, ours, I believe, is higher than that.
Yeah, so it all balances out, so it's relatively the same.
Mm-hmm.
You just wanted to be fucking plus ultra.
Well, I gotta say some Canadian things.
We should do that. That game would be fun. We need more games. I don't know how many fucking multiplayer games there are, though.
Mega, do you like beavers?
The national American animal?
I've
Yeah.
never met a beaver in real life.
But you're Canadian. I thought that was all the rage up there.
Well, no, we don't.
More like...
Okay, Nick, I'm gonna tell you something. This may surprise you, but beavers don't run things in Canada. We don't run into them like every day.
Yeah, they're not fucking mooses, Nick.
You've shattered my dreams.
Actually, Iggy, it's the same thing with mooses.
What?
That is heretical.
Heretical?
Yeah, he's a heretic.
Oh. I thought you were saying it's like it was his heritage.
No, not like that.
Well, just like Nick's Armenian.
Yeah, his Armenian blood.
Yeah.
Anywho, that's the podcast. Shall we
Plug our stuff, Nick.
he doesn't do that.
That's
Doesn't?
during.
I
No,
can
that's
now.
Why did you just exclamation point danger?
I was wondering if it would work.
It won't.
Oh,
it's not a
it's-
stream.
It doesn't work here. It only works on the stream. So yeah, let's go. Let's go. Nice burp.
I'm thinking nachos.
I must go eat pasta. See ya, guys.
I mean,
Goodbye.
podcast hasn't ended yet.
I thought it did. I thought
No.
the council convened.
No, Nick
Yeah.
didn't say his thing. Technically,
Right.
Nick needs to say his thing, but Chris is gonna wake up and there's gonna be no one here. It's gonna be weird.
although me and Iggy can, I'm part of the council. We can tell Nick to just.
Hey Iggy, question: can you get a recording of Nick doing the outro?
Thanks for talking a
I
little bit. Over.
could.
Can't you just go to the end of one of the podcasts and get it?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Can you play it through the microphone so we can end it?
I can't play shit through my microphone. I don't know how that works. I don't have the microphone for that. It's a headset.
Well, with how my headset apparently works, by when I do things, you guys can hear it. I could probably do it.
That's just fucking Nick, do your thing.
I will. Calm down. I'm just waiting for the perfect moment.
Like now.
No.
Time code here for something random.
Mega, play the outro from one of the other videos.
I just really need.
Motherfuckers, I'm telling you to shush.
Shut up.
Thank you all for watching Story Spy.